I'm not
or
waiting long enough. That's the problem. See, I just figured it out. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing
good.
it.
Yay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. And I believe we are live. All right. Thanks, everyone. We are here today in divine grace and gratitude. Thank you, all of you, for being here once again. And thank you all for waiting for us as we join together Wednesdays with Wendy and Bree, sharing, exploring, expressing, receiving, transmitting the infinite languages of lights that is projected through, in, out, and through everything. And the pleasure that we have to gather today in this way to explore all of this together as we begin our ascension process. A lot of information has been coming through me this morning about the age of Aquarius and the new everything. And so lots of things to explore today and talk about today. And there's so many things going through my mind. So I apologize for the delay here in my thought processes. Thank you all out there who every week so far have been here. If you're new to our channel, we have this space. We've created this space for all of us, a sacred, safe space for all of us to express ourselves and share our experiences, ask questions, receive information from each other, transmit information to and from each other by sharing. Today's theme, really for me today, from my guides, the angels specifically today have been very strong with my energy. And today has been about sharing. And what better place to talk about sharing than in a space like this? And so this idea was born for all of this, for primarily to focus on my love, which, if you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. The last about 5 years ago, a little over that, I started speaking light languages, and shortly thereafter began hand signing, scripting, writing symbols, receiving telepathic information, channeling beings, connecting to star systems, animal collectives. It was like a gate flooded open the moment I started speaking light languages, and shortly before and after. And so the experiences that I've had sharing these light languages, and explaining, teaching what I'm receiving from my guides, primarily the first that came to me were the Elohim, as I was sharing today. And one of the first messages I received was, we are, I am, you are, Eliana, the reflection of God. ILI is reflection. And this idea of the ANN, ILLI, ANNA. And so the idea of the infinite backwards and forwards, spelling the same thing in both directions. It was something that they just pointed out to me that I'm just remembering now. A reflection, a mirror. And they said, we are here as you are here because we share your frequency and you share ours, and your desire and your highest joy and excitement to remind everybody of this reflection that they are, that they are a reflection, a mirror, a reflection of source wishing to discover itself in every possible way it can by dreaming up you and me, creating us. And that's what we are. We are reflections of all of that one source light. And that's what they explained to me. And shortly thereafter, the emissaries of the Light Collective came to me and said, this is part of what our highest excitement as we come to you from all realms, dimensions, and densities. We join your joy in wanting to help you share this with the human collective consciousness, that once they begin to understand sharing their heart is the way, is the path, the bridge, we open up new dimensions and the potential new reality to truly exist in the way we want to. So that was really the beginning of the theme for today, which I'm going to explore a little bit more fully with all of you as we share our light languages, our blessings, and our experiences. And I'd like all of you, if you'd like to, if you're new to this setting in this space, I'm going to let Bree tell you how to join us in the room here if you'd like to, and all of the particulars of that. And I wanted to thank all of you who are out there watching and waiting for us. Thank you so much. I love you every week I am expanding and exploring and exploding with all of you. And to have Star here today, dear Star, I'm going to tell our story today, and I cannot believe you're here. So this is you being here today, Star, is part of the beginning for me and for Bree and my experiences and sharing, being daring enough to share something that I did with a total stranger and what has happened since. And that the fact that she's here today is truly, truly rewarding and astounding. And I'm I'm just in awe. And I told her, I said, I've told your story 100 times because it's just such a beautiful story, and I'll tell it 100 more. So Bree, yes, I'm going to take a little drink of water. So thanks if I left anything out.
All right, awesome. Yes, hi everybody. So yeah, if you want to join us today in the room here, you can go to Wendy's blog. Languagesoflights.com is her website, and on the blog there is a post every day for that day's webinar that we're doing, and in the comments is where you can find the participation link. You can simply click on it to come into the room here. If you're on a mobile device, you may have to download the app and it'll prompt you, but it's pretty simple to get in. If you have any issues, you can certainly type in the YouTube live chat, which we will be watching. And if you guys have any comments or questions about anything we talk about here today, you can talk to us in the YouTube live chat because we're watching that. And this is an interactive space where we can all kind of explore this stuff together in an open format, because there's a lot of questions and experiences and things that we go through in this magical, exciting journey we call living as a human being on planet Earth in the age of Aquarius. Speaking of age of Aquarius, the turn of the times. So let me know if you guys need any help getting in the room. It is very exciting that we have our friend Star with us here today. So maybe we can start off with that if to go into it. And Star, I will, you will know when it's time to unmute. And if you don't want to, that's okay. I'm kind of helping her with the tech stuff on the side here.
Yes.
So we'll make sure to
and that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Bree, because a lot of people don't jump into this stuff because of the tech stuff. So if you have a question, just ask. How do I get in? How do I chat? What do I do? How do I, there's a first time for everybody. We've been there. Not only have we been the first time in, you guys don't even imagine what we went through just to figure out how to make all this work. And Zoom and YouTube and how to do it was all new for us. When Google Hangouts went away, it was like, oh, now what do we do? So yeah, so don't be afraid. Just ask us if you're not sure what to do, and we'll help you navigate the best that we can.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I was just talking to Star the other day. She did an amazing energy healing session for me, and Star is very powerful. So maybe we can get into a tiny bit of what she does, because it's incredible. But while we were talking, it was cool because on her computer, I was doing some tech support, and the photo came up, Wendy, of us at the Gold Pyramid House.
No way.
The day after the
event that we met Star.
Because like on the computer, there'll be random photos that'll show up or whatever. Hey, Nikki's here. Let's bring Nikki into the room. Cool. Oh, let me introduce the people in the room we have today. So other than Star.
Nikki, I don't believe Nikki's here. Nikki, that freaks me out that Nikki came today, because that's a big synchronicity with me because of her light languages, how she always sounds French. I've been talking about France and Paris and all this stuff the last couple of days. And I was thinking about you, Nikki. I swear to God, I was thinking about you, and I can't believe you're here today. That is freaking me out. Because
so exciting.
And all the stuff that came through today, just all kinds of interesting things. So the fact that you're here today, and how we were just discussing all of this about, and every time I hear your light languages, it's like there's something French about it, and I can't figure it out. And so anyway, sorry, Bree, I was just like, oh my God, it's Nikki.
No, that's okay. Yeah, so I'll just quickly bounce around here, and then I would like to say hi to her. So there's Stefan is in the room, Don or Parky's in the room, and Dave, in addition to Nikki and Star. So let me just quickly ask Nikki, how are you? It's good to see you here.
I had to unmute. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, my light language is always a mix of French because I studied French in school. So
Well, apparently that's what I'm hearing.
Interesting. And I studied Japanese in mine.
I
What
guess
a synchronicity.
I call it a mix of French and angelic. So
Yeah.
sometimes.
Well, see, oh, I'm right there with you, honeys. And I love and I love the vibration of it. It was just interesting because we've been talking about France and Paris a lot and all these synchronicities with several of us. And the fact that I actually retired to Paris, Tennessee. And there's a little mini Eiffel Tower and all kinds of, but it goes all the way back to my whole life, all these French synchronicities all the way back, as long as I can remember. So, but the interesting thing is we were just discussing today about how I was invited to a Halloween party, and it was suggested that I be a fortune teller. So I was like, oh, well, that's not such a far reach. I think I can do that. So, and then I was reminded about the very first Oracle card deck I ever got, which is a Lady Lenormand deck, who was the fortune teller, the seer to Napoleon. So all of that was just this morning. So it was interesting that you popped in today. So there you have it, you guys. Where energy flows, focus goes, energy flows. So there you go. So it's wonderful that you're here today. Thank you.
Yeah, it'll be really nice to go around and do a round of light language blessings.
Definitely.
Actually,
And I'd like to start that way today too, once we introduce everyone.
Well, we just
Hi, Nikki, go ahead.
We just did introduce everybody. So
okay, we're all good. Oh, and there's Star.
Then?
Hey, now I can see her smiling face. Oh my God, I haven't seen you since then.
Isn't it exciting? Oh, you haven't done a video chat?
No.
Oh, you've only
only phone.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
Isn't it exciting to see her?
I think. Wait, did we do a video chat? Maybe once. Wait. Once. Yes, we did do one. It's been a long time. Oh my God.
We feel very lucky. Okay, do you want to start with blessings then? And then
move
into chatting?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yes, let's do that. And how am I looking, guys? Am I still clear and not fuzzy?
You're looking great, Wendy.
Okay, good. Looks good. Hi, Ivan. I want to say hi to everybody. Hi, Ivan, Maria, Stefan, of course, Sacred Geometry. Oh, how do you pronounce your friend's name, Star? Is it Pelacro? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, it looks like
Pelacro.
Pelacro.
I just want to make sure I was saying it right. So I just wanted to say hello and welcome. Hey, Ivan.
What was your question? Were you talking to me?
I was asking how to pronounce your friend's name.
Okay, which friend?
It says, excited to see my friend Star in the chat, in the live chat. And
so she's not watching the YouTube live chat.
She probably can't see it.
The name says, he says it's Ryan.
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 Okay,
Hi,
see, I didn't know. I'm okay. Well, then she clearly knows who that is.
Yay. Thanks for joining us. That's very exciting.
Hi, Ryan. Welcome. Welcome,
right.
Star's friend, Ryan.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, Wendy, you want to start us off, and then I'll go. And
yeah,
then,
so let's do that. So today, you guys, is about a couple of different things, and I wanted to start by saying hey everybody to the wolf pack. There's my wolf pack, my wolf pack stone. Today really is about sharing our hearts, opening our heart chakra, putting that intention out there that we use our hearts as our guides, as we're supposed to be, and to stop allowing it to, it's not the exception to the rule, it needs to be the rule. And this is where and sharing like this helps us become open and vulnerable, and we realize our strength and our vulnerabilities by sharing. And so today's really was about all of that and sharing everything that comes to us. And so I just wanted to start with bringing that it's so interesting today that Star would be here as well, because it was about that. That's how it started, was about sharing and being brave enough and bold enough to share something that we were guided to share without any expectation, without any fear, without wondering what they're going to think of us or being judged. Simply going with, in that moment, not hesitating to go with our instinct, follow our heart, and do something that created such a beautiful bond between three of us, truly. And so it was a truly, Star, a life-changing experience for me, life altering. And I'm not kidding you. So that's why this is so important for me. And I'm already getting all goosey because it was so incredibly poignant. And the things that took place that morning at the table at breakfast, are you kidding me? So, and we didn't even know each other. We didn't even know each other. So these blessings, my intention right now is for that, to help us all facilitate this opening up of not being, I want to say what I want to say, of opening our hearts and to sharing in ways that we never have done before, and to be able to experience what we experience by doing that. So that's my intention. And I invite you all to either speak your intention telepathically, all of you out there listening, and all of you who wish to give a blessing today, whatever your intention is, spoken or otherwise, I join all of you to share that with us today. So with that said, I'm just going to take a really quick drink of water. Oops. Sorry, my chimes. Looks kind of nice. Nishavi itav semaliama kalaba isoma kaliateke. Mifashe ina itav samela ishava koleava kontema seveke. Shanitikia samaseve itaya. And I'm reminded that today is the 23rd day of October 2019, and today's date equals 9. And today's sacred circuit that was brought to us through Bashar is about receiving. It's receive. When we share, we receive. It's a mirror, always. And it was by me sharing these and using these symbols. This is receive. That as I shared them, I began receiving more information. And I just used my guidance as to when and how to share them. And then I began creating symbols. And today I was guided to open this particular set of symbols in my journal. And actually there's 9s on here. And I was looking to see if the date I created it was April 12th, 2018. And it's in green, which, as we understand the heart chakra to be green. And and many times when I'm creating these symbols, they'll explain some of the transmissions, the purpose, and what color to use even, and the reason for the color. And then they'll say to me, this is for, say, for example, like right now, number 9 for me is about completing cycles. And so we're completing a cycle together, all of us, as we begin the next new cycle over and over and over again. And so these symbols help us activate that opening up our hearts and sharing, and then the receiving that we experience because of the sharing. And so I was just felt guided to share that with these symbols with you all today. And so I will post a picture of these on my blog if you guys wanted to see them closer, and I'll put them on Facebook. You guys can download them if you want. That's, fine. E shama sema tiava kiava ko tamaniava sete semo sofi shi I kamaniava kiramar ko se para kotari antava shesa fasena tavia koya. And so many of us who are speaking light languages now, and so just like I was at the very beginning, very afraid to share them, very afraid to say them out loud in public. And now I'm like, well, who's going to know really what language I'm speaking? And now I'm finally, after 5 years of speaking light languages, finally at that point that I can comfortably go out and speak them. And if somebody were to ask me today what I was speaking, I would tell them. And that's that's a very huge step for me. Really huge. Seriously, even after all this time I've been doing this and being on YouTube and doing all these videos, you would think, oh, she has no problem doing that. Yeah, I do. So it's still about dissolving my own belief systems. And as I speak them, as I receive this information, as I share it, I'm breaking down my own belief systems that no longer serve me. And that is part of what this all is about. And when we do that and we share and we open our hearts, we literally create a new reality for ourselves. No question about it. I've experienced. So so all of these messages are for all of us and all of you, individually and collectively, as we emit out collectively. So I invite all of you in this now, as you'd like to share. And Bree, if you guys want to raise your hand, in the little thing that helps her to identify who would like to do a blessing next, if you'd like to. So I open that up to anybody else who'd like to share anything at all, English or otherwise, including you, Bree.
All right. That sounds good. Okay. I'll do a short blessing, and then I will move it forward, pass the baton. And my intention is definitely along the same lines of what you said, because we are all guided to magical connections and interactions and experiences, and being in the flow of the universe is how we can more easily do so. And it's the resistance that causes so many problems. Ish aris hoko se anahante sahaya hante sahayo toroto sooroto soore tente asai kiata satao siti shokoa ayata nente sitoto shike yata toto shisuke ayata tate easa tataya so toto ayase toto ay yanto sa'arati oko shite antia o shi ya o anai atao soe yawasa yao une yanai o toete soto e shasoto soto ke yotoa hante kiso to shoko o aise ayo soto to shoa santia sa kyoto se sha'arata santio kaya hayata. Thank you. Would anybody like to go next?
Nikki, go ahead, Nikki.
Oh, I don't know if I was getting something to speak. My hands just started going. So, but hold on one second, because I'm listening to what people are telling me telepathically. I feel like saying, Wendy, in response to what you were saying earlier, it's about, not being afraid to be seen for the truth of who you are and speaking that truth at all times. So in that vein, along with that, I will say thank you everyone for showing up and being brave and being here. Eloise solame sevene eshuanana nikuna tina mitui tinovase. Senui sino mashovane mosela ikino mase e isano mashwaneme e inomale inunuma oshuna. And may you have much ease in embodying all that you choose to be. Isolama esiuisino ashwanamela una unamene enui sisovane. May you feel free to share that with everyone. Anu inima ila enu inamila ikino isameno ashonama ale. Ela enu ina anu, we are here. Mona ava, we are here. Mola ave noma ek noma ase, we are here.
Perfectly beautiful, perfectly synchronistic. Your presence here is completely and utterly a beautiful, beautiful blessing. Thank you for following your guidance to be here today. It's more than you can even really understand. Eva sama seveshana teva rusha vashaneva and sevasana teveshana teva or savashana teva koa. Evo shoma eveshana sevashane kiavasana tevela kosavasala viana malakaria toroko. Vasamaniana malakatolia toroke palakasha seleki e savashana sebikila ziana tetekile kose. Veete shana seta kila kasana se vashane tebekia sano se tabela koya. When we share these, we connect the dots. We're putting the puzzle pieces together. We're with the synchronicities. Just like you said, Nikki, just by showing up. Star showing up today. Every one of you, showing up today. Is perfect, harmonic. And now I'm hearing harmonic convergence, and there we have it. So it's that idea of, and if you're not familiar with that, I'm not going to go into that now, but just Google it. Harmonic convergence, 1987. So when we share our stories with each other, we discover these, as we like to call them, breadcrumbs. We discover the connections that we have with each other. We can never, ever, if we hesitate to share them, we will never know. And so as we meet each other, isn't it amazing how we start to feel and see the connections between each other, and we start to put the puzzle pieces together? And just by me sharing what happened with me and my own stuff and, my own life and personal life, and then you coming in and talking about all this and then studying French, and it just, you have no idea how affirming that is for me. Like, so.
But when you say no, we don't forget, because we had a lifetime together in France. So
No.
we were
the moment we met, of course, I knew. I'm going to close the door, you guys. Hang on. Now I'm cold. It's really cold in here now. Thank you, Nikki. Please, if there's anyone else that'd like to share or continue, please do. I'll be right back.
Sana katak shito uko sheta tele amakata sheta kayen toko toraka sheta sadate ukutoich ta antkishko na katant ale kaduin odi kishinyao ko sararaya kutosh na le warakashu taramaka shana teo sala eo toko. One thing I would like to say is that when I go walking at night, coming up from the cafeteria, out in the underneath all the stars, I love to speak my light language. And one thing that this does give me is an acute sneezing fit, which tells me spirits are nearby, and they followed me to wherever I'm going. And I'm sneezing most of the night anyway, which is kind of funny. But I just thought I wanted to pass that on, just in case anybody's experiencing that sort of feature.
That's me.
Me too. I've been having tons of sneezing lately.
Me too. And I laugh about that in my videos. I've been saying that for a couple of years now. I swear I can feel them. As soon as the angels come near me, it's like my nose starts itching, my face starts itching, and I laugh and I'm like, you guys, enough with the feathers. And I know it's just, I know that's not real, but you know what I mean? It's just like, it's like, I could feel you. You're here. So that's pretty funny. And yes, I love speaking light languages to the stars. There's something pretty incredible about it. And there's something very, the thing that we need to understand about this scientifically, even about our bodies and these light languages and light codes and all these symbols, we call them codes all the time because they're literally lighting up and changing the synapses in our brain. They change our physiological structure. I've been seeing people in grids, like seeing their bodies as grids, and it's been a very strange experience. And all of this is a strange experience, but then it becomes what's weird is because it becomes this new normal. And then we're like, it becomes normal for us to experience this stuff. And then we kind of take it for granted. And then we tend to not share it because we take it for granted. But then when there's somebody who's never experienced anything like this before, and they're sitting at home going, oh my God, I'm so glad you said that because I thought I was going insane. What the hell am I speaking? What am I writing? Why am I doing this? Who's speaking? Why do I feel this way? And even if you're not speaking, see? Oh, the angels, I'm telling you, have been around all morning. Gabriel was, as soon as I opened my eyes this morning, Archangel Gabriel's right there. And I'm like, okay. So as soon as we start inviting that information in, just even saying, I want that, it starts. It just starts. It comes in. It's all about invitation. So, and when we speak light languages to the stars, especially in my experience, that's when I started hearing things like, oh, Yael and this and the ETs and Syrians and Lyrans and a lot of Lyran energy around me, not just the cat, but I was even reminded the other day about them saying that about yoga being created by the Lyrans. You know what I mean? And so anyway, that I digress, but nonetheless, thank you. See what I mean? How one person sharing one thing can open a whole gateway to a whole conversation. Well, especially for me. Just give me a subject. Anyway, sorry.
Star, would you like to go next? Would you like to share a light language blessing?
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm super shy. So I might just melt here, soon. But until then, I want to say, what do I want to say? We would like to say, those guys are laughing right now. And now that guy's laughing. They like they're talking about the sneezing right now, but there's somebody named Josindi around, and she also says and then her antennae kind of come out a little bit. They're kind of like their antennae like they kind of work like bees a little bit. So sorry if that was too long or something. They're talking about how that actually interesting you talk about grids, Wendy, because they have been talking about grids a little bit with me before your, what is this called, video? And so when you were asking about blessing, for me, they keep saying they would like to use a different word other than blessing, because they would like to share some healing information for creating a stronger grid around us, the outside grid part of us, to provide a little more protection from this magnetism that seems to be actually influencing our ability to really pick up as much of these languages and really get as really be able to swim through this different kind of sea of different senses, you know? Anyway.
Absolutely. That was very well put.
Well, I don't know about that.
And what did you
I'm putting
say?
things well, but you know.
What did you say the name was? Zinda?
Oh, Josindi.
Oh, Josindi?
Josindi.
Josindi. Is that an entity or a collective?
It's not a collective. It's actually I think that she is one of a group of, sounds funny, but Atlantean women.
Wow. How would you, Bree, would you do me a really big favor? Would you write this down? How do you spell her name? Or yeah, her name.
I can ask, I guess. You want me to do this now?
Yes, please. If you don't mind. This is creation happening. Come on. And so you said she's Atlantean?
Yes, and she cries sometimes because, no, sorry, you didn't ask me, so why am I even talking about that? I don't know.
Because this is the kind of stuff, you guys, this is the kind of stuff we need to start sharing.
You said she cries. Why? There's clearly a reason you said it.
Yes, they cry pretty often, actually. Okay, now I feel like I get this much of the picture, and there's much bigger.
I know. I understand.
So, you know, sorry if I'm like.
No, you're fine. I understand. I get it.
So I just try to piece like one piece at a time, like a puzzle, right? So she is. I'm getting a little bit shaky. Sorry, I have to hold
That's
on.
okay. Do you need a break? Do you need some water?
No, I mean, I feel like this is the break actually, and I have water right here,
Okay.
but there's something happening in the nervous system right now in the right leg.
So
And
as this is happening, this is one of the things that I wanted to mention that this is important about today's. See, this is how our guides work. And today was about sharing. This process that you guys are watching right now is something that hardly anybody gets to see, and they don't get to see it when it happens to me either. And it's a pretty freaky thing to happen. And it's very powerful. It's emotional. I cry a lot. Don't know why. There's a lot of layers to this stuff that when you're actually going through it, it's very difficult to explain, especially to people who have no clue about any of this stuff, who just don't understand. And so this is the reason for that we do these places, so that people can feel safe to explain this stuff and the fact that you're actually going through it right now and explaining it while it's happening to you is that's a very profound sharing.
well, you're amazing, Wendy. You're truly amazing.
We're all amazing. And okay, so let me skip for just a second to, well, first of all, I don't want to leave anybody out. I'm going to tell our story here in just a minute. And I'm so happy that you're here because I'm so happy you get to be the literally living other side of the story, and you get to tell everybody your experience from the other side, and I get to tell it from my side, and that's pretty freaking cool for me. You have no idea. So, but I wanted to see if anybody else wanted to share.
We make good bridges, you know, we make good bridges.
We do. You do. And
I like being on different, you know, bridging different sides, right?
We are bridges. One of the very first things I drew in my journal, which isn't readily in front of me, was the first couple of pages was a bridge. And they said to me, "You're a bridge. You are going to be a bridge. You are a bridge. That's what you are. That's what you do. And you're going to bridge other people. You bridge other planets. You bridge civilizations. You bridge people.
Yes, exactly.
And you bridge people, meaning also, as they're kind of showing me right now, and this is all of us, not just me, they're showing how we bridge. Wait, they're showing me how we reveal the bridges to our other selves and show ourselves that it's right there. All you got to do is walk across. They're right there. There is no, and even yesterday, oh my God, I can't believe we're talking about bridges. Crap. I was walking yesterday with my dog, and all of a sudden I'm looking at the bridge at this place that we go to, this cave in Spring. And the way the light was shining, this like rainbow came right. I'm not kidding you guys. This like rainbow came right at the inside the picture as I was looking at the bridge. And I took a bunch of pictures of it. I'll post it on my website. I was like, and then I'm taking all these pictures and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like floating in with the elements and the elementals, and they're talking to me. And it's just like, you think to yourself, okay, is this really happening to me? You're just like, how can this actually be happening to me? So light languages does a lot of stuff for us, and bridging us to be able to speak to and receive all these light codes from the sun, the stars, the moon, the planets, information from our other fractals. Just we're bridges. We're all bridges. So hi, Will. Thanks for joining us today. Hi, El. Hi, Elena. I love you. I just want to say hi. I'd like everybody else jumping in. I don't know if I can see everybody, so I think that's everybody. I just wanted to say hi to everybody else who jumped in and see if you guys wanted to give us some light language blessing or any. You know what? I'm glad you said that too about blessing. Let's explore that. What's another word we can use for that? I mean, blessing's a really good word.
I'm going to say, would you like to share some light language? Because I don't need to get technical. It's very frustrating.
It's exactly. It's like here, just or
what
whatever.
Specific English word is going to be the most
or comment,
for this conversation for the right frequency. Okay. Would anyone like to share some light language with us?
Would you like to share some light language with everyone?
Hi,
Michelle.
Hey.
I just want to say hi to Michelle out there in the chat. Michelle Kidd. Oh my God. Hey, girl. Oh, she has sent me so many amazing gifts. Love you, girl. Hey, hello, Elena. Would you like to give us a blessing or a message today? A light language?
Yeah, wishful thinking. I would say some wishful thinking out loud. And I will go sleep because I'm way ahead my sleep time, but nya triat si rian nya miat yaria pia sia triantia rian drum ya ja trian drup sia triantia sia nya kyatia riatia nyo ria nya pia si ti nya miukyo sha tia ja yes mia lo ria nya si jiap nya so ya nya si la ya era tiap nya suturu tiare ya tiaro ya no ya Maria Shapa ya Nayate.
Oh, Nayate Hivashanatavi is in the photo. Oh, my sister. And I just wanted to remind everybody too that thank you for coming here from all over the world. All over the world, you guys. We're all here together from all over the world. So, and Bree, that is something I forget to do. And maybe we could remind ourselves to do that, is to ask people when they're coming in, where are you at? Because it's exciting for me to know, because that's one of the very first things I ever intended when I first started waking up was I want to meet people from all over the world who think like I do, vibrate like I do, resonate like I do, want the same earth that I do. And I literally put that intention out and place things feng shuiing all over my house. So that, and the fact that we're here together from all over the globe this is a manifestation right here. So I wanted to just say the power of that, you guys. So thank you, my dear sister from Bulgaria, and we've got Canada, and where else do we got here today? I'm in the United States, Bree's in the United States, Dave's in the United States. Where are you at, Parky?
North Vancouver, BC, Canada.
So North Vancouver. Nikki, if you don't mind, and if you don't want to say, it's okay. Where are you at, Nikki? And you're where in the world are you?
Where are you? Where
I'm
the
in
States are you?
I'm in Tennessee, Paris, Tennessee.
I'm in Cleveland.
Oh, okay, Cleveland. Where are you at, Stefan? Oh, well, he's not. That's okay.
He's in Italy, I think.
Oh,
right?
Italy. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. See? And then we've got Will. Will's here in the States. Where are you at, Peg? Hey, welcome, Peg.
I have a question for Star.
Oh, okay.
Kasi ina shani me u kino shani ma eku na matila when no shana motiva suasi.
Would you like me to? Oh, no.
Oh, it's okay. Just trying to figure this out here. Pushing the wrong button.
Yeah, ukiwa ina ushu ina oka. Put your antenna up a teeny bit more.
Oh,
Like up there. Okay, there. Alu
okay.
ilu isumi suvana masu sinovane mashuate tina nama aula una inu ushe no eku na anu isanoshana.
I wish I could understand better, really. I'm a little bit of a
You do
new-
understand. You're talking to me telepathically, so.
Okay,
Elo ikuna enoshani matula ikenoshani mosela ikunema ikuni sonima ose wisone ushone. You'll be able to see clearly, more clearly. Ula ukianoma atu tanavano aso won't be so fuzzy.
oh, that's amazing because I do have quite a bit of fuzziness right now. I feel like I think better when I use the hands, and they help. They help with thinking, and so I can. It feels like I can feel information better than I can hear it and understand it, but I'm still
Yeah.
learning. But okay.
So as you're navigating the information with your hands, you can also see Mososovane a little bit more clearly if you keep your antenna up a little bit more. And also something about Tinoshenavano enama ava ovone anami avasuisina anome ala inoma ala ana. Yeah, that. Yeah, you get it. You get it.
Okay, because
Yeah, that's it. You get it.
it's tough for me to talk sometimes.
That's okay. No, you're talking. I can feel you energetically. So is just like all of these systems still syncing up, and your physical has to get used to it because it feels like you opened up a bunch of stuff all at once.
A few things.
Star's good at that.
So
Wendy, yeah, I'm shy.
You're doing beautifully.
Thanks. I'm very happy to be here.
The fact that you're here, you turned on your camera today. We can see your beautiful smiling face. You are just a little ray of sunshine for me today. So
thanks. I feel like a little bug over here, a little ladybug or something.
well, good. I'm glad to hear that. So, do any of you Canadians speak French?
Well, I'm okay at it, but you know, even I have trouble with English these days.
You're not the only one.
Words from other other kinds of words. It feels so easy. In fact, I have to try to turn it off. Otherwise, it's constantly picking up. It's like hearing music that you love, and why would you want to not have it on, right?
It is. That's a really nice way to put it.
Well, it's true, and it's like
It is.
Usually feel like on our outside body and our inside body, right? Even when we're dreaming. That's the best.
You're so awesome.
You're so awesome.
What I find very fascinating about you, Star, is that you receive information unlike anybody I've ever heard in ways that I've never seen before. And it's so multidimensional, and it's in a way that to me shows exactly how healing and receiving information and receiving intuition and everything, like is going to continue to progress in the future as we all continue to open ourselves up to, you know, this incredible divine information that is being provided to us if we are open and unblocked to receive and then practice.
I agree completely, and I do believe in the strength in numbers as well, and the platform to connect to is that allows for more springs in the springboard, right?
Yeah.
And as we share the you know, our different pieces that we figure out, it's pretty cool. It's we can see all kinds of really important and effective tools being made practically overnight, right? That we can all use then, right?
Yes.
Like we all figure out
Absolutely.
how to make one hammer. Great. Now we all know how to make a hammer. Right on, you know?
Well, and the best part about light languages is, so yeah, now we know we have a new hammer. And the best part about it is we're also learning, each one of us who learn light languages and start channeling and receiving information and sharing information, we're all being guided to use them in all these new alchemical ways that
Yes.
each of us are each of us are guided to use them in a different way with what we know, what we're guided. And this is how it's changing the entire grid system,
Yes.
the entire blueprint, template, reality of the earth that exists, that we are navigating toward. And I was receiving a lot of information today about equinox to equinox. And then I pulled this page, and I did it back in April. And then I was thinking, they were showing me this morning about last equinox and this equinox. Ask yourselves, where have you opened up your heart from last equinox to this equinox? Where have you changed your priorities? Where have you changed the way you perceive your reality, and how? And what have you manifested during that time based upon those changed perspectives? I was asked that question this morning by my guides, last equinox to this equinox. They said to me, look at it. Look at last April to now, and look at what has changed. Look at what perspectives have changed for you. Look at the belief systems that have come to their completion, that have served and yet no longer serve. That was a huge message this morning as well for me. So, and for all of us, clearly, or I wouldn't be sharing it. So, yeah, so that was something that they wanted me to pose to all of you. Whenever you're watching this, look back. There's, no past, no future, no what, but where in our perceived linear past from that equinox to this equinox, what has changed for you, all of us? The things that we take for granted, that we used to think or feel or perceive a certain way, we've already even forgotten how we used to think, how we used to feel, and what our new normal is. You know what I mean? We often don't stop to take and give ourselves a pat on the back and say, wow, look at the things that you used to think just a short time ago, and the way you used to think about them. And how has that changed for you now? So they just wanted me to pose that question. So clearly there are those out there who are having experiences, or that are listening to this or will listen to this, who that question needs to be posed to. And the information that you're going to receive, because you've posed the question to yourself. So again, that's intuitively we receive this kind of information, but even something as subtle as that, we tend to ignore. So anyway, with that said, I forget who jumped in when, but if Will or Peg, if either of you would like to offer a light language sharing or any comments at all, that would be lovely.
Yeah, how about Will first? Will said he's up for sharing
Oh,
some, so if he's
hi, Will.
around.
Hi, Wendy. Hi,
Hi.
Bree. Hi, everyone. Yeah, let me see if I can speak. Hurtakanar sakanar hi choro toka atur wana sa acharawa. Iti harnata araskasha shiuko hurota arawata takasha shukonawi. Yara tetini acha achakanana sakati doroto. Shahaye kata arhocha akasa sasanania chokota kotowara haria. Shahaya kata arnanana artakaskayi. Ya cha ata arhananani te koto oro hochawa. Cha arihita tata arahota chaka sakanani chikarata. Jata haratura taka. Shikshik shashanana uro toku chukuruhu. Tiriata katakari nanaro tor. Shohu uru tokutuka chaurta nani sakata aratiti kita oro. Shiriata katakur hananota hatitia. Sahananahiaka. Sahariata takayata nana arututa. Shashaya ata arnanania takatia tukuruhu. Ihia nanahariata hatiacharsa. Sahakananani yetietaskana. Urahuta arhasanani cha akuti. Cha arhanani cha arahuta kotukuwarnari. Yara hatakachiara sahananiata katukuta hawahaye. Shahayat Arananiyata Goju Shushuyo Utananawartananija Sahariyata Kutukonanawaha. Namaste.
Noso onte ava onto kiava sa inte kiasha safa onto infkasha safa etopa kiasa na fa ela kosa mai shena mo utolo ko shafa ento pa kiana va tota kiasha sa ki e mo gochia na va artificial sabati ava sava ala katavena na mala koteva so seke savashana tv ushama kiava or tava katia savashana fa ishama teva itaki la sesite zimo onto shushun kwasha shiaku nu mahisete ki anu shai wa intia sa ingia wa ocean shoma kaya intia o onlo kosa se so onto shai kunata ki elokosa. Thank you, Will. Did you get any kind of indication as to what or who or that might have been or?
Well, Star was reacting to it. She was totally reacting to it. I mean, I just started the flow and it was instructions at the beginning. Don't know exactly what it was, but there was instructions and I didn't pay attention to who it was because you know how I work with the Holy Fire is that if I get visions, I'm supposed to, but if I don't, then it's not meant for me. It's just for me to speak. And then it switched over into opening your heart to the infinite love, the true love that's both ingrained in your heart and what the universe has to offer. And acknowledging that love is not separated from you. It's not separate from you. It's easy if you choose to go in and experience that. Oh, you laughing, Wendy?
Well, it's that chuckle of recognition that, yep, how synchronistic. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
have my rose quartz heart here, so I've been actually have rose quartz all around me here today. I was guided to, so, but anyway, so.
nice.
So perfect. That was a perfect message, though. Yeah.
Excellent. Star, what were you getting? I'm curious because I saw you reacting.
I will.
Hey, Star.
To me, it feels kind of, how do you say this, sort of like how, to me, it feels like there are three beings that are I don't know, around you. Wait, on one side, 3 of them, and I'm not sure where they're from or anything. I just get little bits and pieces here and there. I don't really get a lot of clear words, but I get more clear feelings, and these guys feel kind of fuzzy, a little bit with the energy feels like a little swirl, kind of blue silver. No, not exactly blue silvery, but more like silvery swirl. But the diagonally, sort of that way, there's in the energy pattern feels like there's blue there. They're separate, but super complementary. And it doesn't answer your question very well, but that's just what I feel. It's a good feeling to tap in with and feel. And it to me, it seems that when we share these kind of things with each other, we can more easily tap into those things also then, right? It just becomes a part of our bigger library, and then there it is. And it does feel like these 3 beings, this is a little bit like when I was with Bree the other day, it feels like they're trying to get more information through your feet.
I just had a huge download about that,
Oh my God.
about our feet.
Liz, do you want to share?
It was just something very similar to that about, and this has been going on for, when this started, this started back with the white magic, with the feet. So that's how long that's been going. So that was a class that we taught a while back about white magic. And that was one of the things that they started showing me was about, there's so many layers to this that it's just it gets very involved, but it's about our feet and about how we're drawing energy up through Gaia and how we're able to bring up through this magic but it's all related to everything else. It's related to reflexology and what do you call that, you guys? Why can't I think of the name? Somebody told me. The pressure points, or act like acupressure, and how every spot on your hand is tied to a spot on your body. Every spot on your feet is tied to a place in your body. And we're talking about grid systems today.
And I think there's just as much potential for energy healing to come out the hands as with the feet. I mean, we're missing, I think, half of our healing.
We're missing half of it because we're not utilizing our feet. In the whole process, it's like we've been taught to ignore that. And I don't even know the significance of all of this in this conversation, but the fact that we've been talking about it, and this just came up. Okay, now I'm thinking of something else I just shared with somebody about putting our feet in the sand. Okay, that was really weird. So that was just.
I just want to say.
Yeah, go ahead, Don.
You have to ground yourself in any kind of communication, even in prayer, because then you are communicating directly to source and you are the conduit. You are literally completing an electric circuit. When you ground yourself into Gaia, it's a two-way communication, and you're just a bolt of light. Okay, and it's very important to always ground yourself, and then you're going to get the full benefit of any kind of transmission or reception of whatever codes are coming in or being sent out. Okay. I just want to make that.
No, absolutely. And it's a good thing to remind people. And I do it myself. And I, even after like we do hangouts and stuff, I literally go outside and I literally, guys, seriously, don't wear, for these purposes, don't wear rubber shoes, because it's a disconnection. Rubber is actually what they use for electricians. So can't conduct electricity. So, and in addition to that, Parky, is that the thing that we've been taught, and this is one of the things that they've been showing me visually a lot lately, is that the thing that we've been taught a lot is of course, we sit in the lotus position, we sit on, and we're told ground. And we are literally, if you guys think about it, when you're doing that, you're creating, you're connecting the circuit. So you're absolutely right. When we sit in that position, we're touching, our feet are touching, we're closing the circuit. That's why we do this. Even innately, when I was a kid, I would always sit with my hands folded and my feet crossed, because I felt like always, even when I was really, really little, like I needed to, and I didn't understand what I was doing. It was just, I felt like I needed to connect the circuit. Like I didn't feel like right now the energy is going here. But as soon as I fold my hands and hold them to me, I felt protected and close and comforted. It was like, but what they're showing me is we've been taught all this time, root chakra, right? And that area of our body. But the thing is they're like, and they've been showing me this for years. And especially when I very first started speaking light languages, they're like, take your shoes off as much as you can. The thing that you guys are missing is you're still not connecting the full circle, because you're not connecting your feet, the places on your feet that belong on the ground. And the other thing with all of this, and I just want to say this because I know a few people in my life who cannot put their feet on the ground, like ever, unable to. So there's been that visual going on for me over the last probably few years, but specifically lately, about how to help a person in these situations using the grid, whatever that means, using this grid system of their body and helping them facilitate that connection. And I don't even know what that means or how, but I'm just sharing what I got, because we're supposed to be sharing this stuff, even if we don't know why, because somebody somewhere somehow needs to hear it, or it's going to click somebody's synapses in their brain and they're going to go, oh, wait a second, I have an idea.
May I add one other thing, please?
Of course, please, all of you.
Once you've done this once, you've got it ingrained in your memory. Even if you're sitting at the computer, you can place a shallow pan of dirt, basically right there. Stick your feet in it, okay? And you're actually, you feel the texture of it, you feel the dampness of it, or whatever. You can always wash your feet off afterwards or put them on a towel or whatever. But you've got that texture ingrained in your mind, and everything in the mind will stay as is in your memory. And anytime you need to call in grounding, that is the grounding aspect you want to select. Okay? Because you know the feel of it, the texture of it, and it's very bonding to you. You know what I mean? And it's an excellent conductor of thought. Okay.
Absolutely. And I appreciate that. We really need to explore this stuff. And a lot of us, again, think that, oh, well, I get it, everybody gets it. That's not true. Everybody starts somewhere. I didn't know about this. How many, you know what I mean? There was a day when this wasn't even in my radar. Not even in my radar. Wasn't even in my thought process.
Yeah.
So
it's different
this is important stuff.
Yeah, some people experience
Yeah,
it
go ahead, guys.
differently. So
I have something to add in light language about this, apparently.
Sure, please do.
Know where you are grounding to. With your intention, just how with earlier when it was being said about where you're showing up. Well, where are you grounding to? Are you grounding into the new patterns and new energies, or giving energy to the old and reconnecting with the old, that like where something about that. And then something about la unimo ese isu isaname era anu isana elo isosutevanu ishoshonerane volcano. Be conscious of where you are showing up, where you are placing your energy, what you are participating with. Manu aseno ila anu isaname ela ayu kushana inu malevenu itiname ela aisuni asina udi esewetina numero volsimi sewestina siwe noshana noma ela aunia okunam osla.
Onami sama eva umaki and isa no mashoshama ejaja miana valajo sopelasha se tore kia vasha se. You know, primarily these Wednesdays are, you know, dedicated to strictly, you know, speaking, writing, signing, toning, light languages, and the effects and all that. And yet I'm still prompted to mention that, you know, we are multidimensional beings. And one of the things that we have been so guided to, that I love sharing in so many of my videos and hangouts, is our connection to the earth and the crystals within the earth. And that we somehow forget, I think sometimes we forget crystals. Well, they're from the earth. Well, most of them, not all of them. So as I'm sitting here today being guided to the rose quartz, and for all these different reasons, and my guides are lots of different reasons, but one of the things that they showed me in my grounding is whether I'm sitting or whether I'm standing with my feet, to literally see them, my energetic threads, if you will, whatever you want to call it, literally wrapping around the crystals within Gaia and collecting all of the different energies, or depending on, say, what we need in a particular time. How many of us are guided to do crystal grids, or we're guided to hold a specific one for a specific day, a specific color, because light languages is all about all of this. It's about color, codes, frequency, vibration, resonance. Colors and flowers have allowed me to connect with my hybrid children. That's how vast all these layers, how all of this all works together, and how when we're invited to bring in the crystals into our grounding process, we're literally offering permission, because we've given permission to these crystals to affect us in a certain way, collectively speaking. By doing this in our grounding process, they showed me that we're literally bringing through all of the things, the literal elements from the elementals. We're literally bringing through the elements that we need in that moment by moment by moment, receiving what we need from each of those crystals simultaneously all the time. And we don't even understand it's even happening vibrationally, but they show me the visualizations of these things in order for me to help explain it the way. And again, this is just from their perspective, my perspective. That doesn't mean it's wrong or right. It's just a perspective I'm receiving, a visualization of what they're showing me in order for me to articulate it to all of you, what they're trying to explain. And so that's what they were showing me is okay, you know, if you're picturing yourself pulling all this crystalline energy up through your feet, and especially, or however you can, let me add, however you're able to, then as we do this intentionally, we're literally giving permission to our guides and our crystals, because our crystals are our guides. They're part of our guidance system, obviously. So by giving permission to our guidance system, our crystal collective consciousness, we begin to give permission to be able to connect with that energy and bring in the energy. Say, oh, today I need this. I need white crystal. I need rose quartz. I need this. It doesn't matter. You don't even need to know what you need. You don't even need to know to just do that. And so these are the things that I often don't take the opportunity to share. And they don't come to light until we have a conversation like this.
Yeah. And I
I
thought
don't
it
even
was
think
really,
about it.
I thought it was really cool what Nikki had just shared too, about what we are grounding into, being very conscious about what we're grounding into, because right before Nikki said that, Michelle Kidd in the YouTube live chat had said, I have always refused to wear shoes because I know I am giving and receiving energy. I ground myself every day into the 5th, 6th dimensional crystalline core of Gaia. So that's with intention. That's consciously, where I think that's spot on. And I think it's something I was doing Nikki. I think I was just, oh, okay, I'm supposed to ground myself. All right. And then what do I ground to? This planet that I live on, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to ground to a planet, and it's all the old concepts, the old paradigms, the old grids. So that's what we're shifting out of intentionally. So.
Yeah, I think about it more as like grounding into a dimension or creating into a dimension and being aware of that, because you can meet or interact with numerous people in a day who, I mean, it depends where you are, who you interact with, but about, you know, are they multidimensionally aware, or are you, you know, or who, depends who you're talking to. And you could be having a conversation with somebody who's in a different dimensional space sometimes, you know, like energetically. So you have to realize sometimes when people say ground, you're sometimes grounding things to different places, really, you know, intentionally, or to make that intentional. I don't know. That's just what I seem to get about that. And something I'm hearing somebody talking, I can't tell who, because I haven't met all you before, but somebody is telepathically saying to me about, remember meno esteravo sanamane, remember meno etino masarava, remember meno oravo nimeravosi visonama lavasa.
Remembering our divinity is why we came. There's two things I still want to share before we get too close on time, especially our star story. And I wanted to see if also give Peg the opportunity if she'd like to share anything right now.
Yep, she said she did want to. So.
Yay. Okay, great.
Yeah. Hi, Peg.
Hi, Peg. Glad to see you.
How are you, Nikki? Good to see you and everyone else. Okay. Mama can Nikki kile babari keke babari kile babari ko babari everybody kile everybody kike babari ko babari kile 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 everybody kile mama nikki kile babari kile mama nikki kile mama nikki kile babari ka kile everybody kile babari ka babari babari ka. I have no idea what I said.
That's okay. And I wanted to share that too with everybody, that a lot of times, most of the time, everyone's like, I don't want to share my life languages because I don't know what I'm saying. Well, guess what? Neither do we. So you're in good company.
Oh, I know.
Just so y'all know.
Some do, some don't. So I just hope if someone does know that they would tell me.
Yes, exactly. So there you go. But this is why we like to share them, because then people pick up on the stuff, or like Nikki, or,
Right.
you know, like, oh, I'm hearing this and I want to share this. And, oh, I have this idea, you know, this thought, let me share it. And then somebody wants to respond. This is why we do this. So
Exactly.
and we do, we recognize each other. We recognize each other through the hand signs. Like a lot of people say, well, why am I doing this? Well, I've been told by several, and now I don't know what I'm doing, but they're showing me as I go along. This is our language. This is how we're receiving your information. And this is how we're sending our response. And they show me how we're literally moving the energy and recreating the blueprint reality. And if we could see it, we would be able to see, as many have expressed, including Bree, being able to see colors, whether it's through hands, the symbols, languages, songs. And for, if you guys are new to my channel, I ask my guides every single day, what do I wear today? What colors do I need? What messages do I need to receive via the frequency of the color I'm wearing today? And if I do a private session, I do the same thing. What color do we need today? Because it makes a difference. It changes the frequency of the entire situation. And it's just a color. But is it just a color?
Specific. I agree with you. Very specific about feeling like when I'm at certain things, like I have to be in this color.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's undescribable. And I've never understood it, but I just followed it. And then when I do, what happens in my reality, even if it's just somebody going, oh, hey, love the outfit, or oh my God, because it's a sharing. It's a sharing of your energy in that moment. So
Right.
all of this
Yeah.
today has been
I know-
about sharing.
I know when I was working, I was always very conscious of what I was wearing.
Oh, me
color-wise,
too.
And not really, and not really understanding the meaning of the colors at that time too.
I didn't either. To be honest with you, Peg, I did the
Yeah.
same thing. I was very intentional about like, oh, that's what I need to wear today. But I didn't really understand. I didn't know anything about chakras or anything.
No, me
like
neither.
that.
Yeah.
You know, didn't
Yeah, me
understand
too.
how it was corresponding to what, you know.
Yeah.
And even the
Yeah.
foods I would choose in a day
Mhm.
always seemed to reflect the colors in which I needed to activate a particular chakra system. Or for example, say we have something that's a belief system that's sitting in a chakra that
Mhm.
needs to be addressed and illuminated. Literally the things that I would choose to wear and eat in the day would help me dissolve these, because I would start receiving information. How all this is connected, I didn't know, but I knew that it was. And as soon as I started to understand how, okay, I've always known all this is connected. How do I share this with the world? To show everybody it's all connected, every bit of it.
Yeah. And even like if you need a strengthen in your like your throat chakra, to wear blue. Maybe wear a
Exactly.
blue scarf even.
I even I'll even eat,
you know,
Bree and I joked about this because of eating blueberries. And we even joke about that. Oh, must be opening our throat chakra. I've even have pictures of her eating blueberries. Actually, synchronistically, it was on our way to the event in Florida. I was taking pictures of her eating blueberries. And it's funny because we were literally physically going to open our throat chakras in a way we had never done before.
Yeah.
Live and in person.
But you could have done the light language on the way down too.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. All the way down.
I have to say, really briefly here. So my buddy Pam's watching. I've talked about Pam a lot she's my neighbor, and we became dear friends like that. And she gifted me this beautiful calendar behind me. It's a printed, well, originally I believe she hand paints them, then it's reprinted, and it's a lunar calendar that I've never seen anything like it. It's kind of tied up right there, so I don't want to mess with it right now, but it shows each and every lunar cycle for each and every day of each month of this entire year. And It was hand painted. And so as we're talking about eclipses and equinoxes and changes of seasons and sharing, and this is why I like having this stuff in my backdrop, because this is all the things that people have shared with me and that I want to share with all of you. And so there's an energy exchange that happens with all of that, because the love that I feel and the energy that I'm receiving and is also being alchemized with all of this and all of you. And as you're not even paying attention to it, but it's happening. And so this is what happens with light languages. And I wanted to share something funny, because my dear sweet friend Pam was quilting, or excuse me, I'm sorry. She was crocheting some blankets for her very first granddaughter. And pink, of course. And she gifted me, she wrapped something in this for me and in a little gift bag. And she gifted me this little white square with this little rainbow ring. It's just a little plastic ring, guys. So with my little rainbow ring and this beautiful, soft white, just a beautiful crocheted square. Okay. Something seemingly very simple. In the 1 week's time that she went on the trip to go meet her very first granddaughter and had left this with me, in that time, I was gifted my beautiful white kitten. What's interesting is, even not just the white, but this all happened in 1 week's time that she was gone. And when she came back, she got to meet him. And what's interesting is the rainbow ring, I thought immediately, cosmic, rainbow. And his name's Cosmo, and he's a cosmic kitty, which is what I called him to begin with, because go back and watch the second of our of our Wednesdays to get the full story. But cosmic kitty, and the fact that they're actually called cosmic bobtail. So I just thought that was very synchronistic, my dear, lovely friend Pam. And so that's one of the first things I wanted to share is that I've been wanting to share this with you guys for a little while. And so funny is that Pam is in the chat today. And so that, like, I don't think has ever happened. At least she's watching. She usually watches. Thanks for racing home to watch, sweets. She had errands today. She's like, oh my God, I'm going to try to get home for the webinar. So, and then the other thing I really wanted to share with you guys, and I know I've shared this in other webinars before, but Star, when I met Bree, she was in the throes of the very beginning of meeting a person who had this vision of putting together the very first global or international pyramid conference, gathering together all the experts in the fields of everything that has to do with that. And it was an incredible feat, an incredible event. I was honored to be a guest. I was honored to be a part of just a little bit of volunteering to help out in any way that I could, and to watch this process, not only of her creating this beautiful, beautiful, inconceivable project, and what went on through the whole thing, the blood, sweat, and tears, and everything else that went along with it, and the lessons, the wisdom through experience, and I was so privileged at the time because we only lived an hour away from each other. And so we had the opportunity to spend a lot of time together physically. And so when the day came for it, it was interesting because we had never met before. And it just so happened that this conference was being held, an hour outside of my home, literally.
We had met before that, but yeah.
But you and I had met before. Yeah, she and I had already met. We had been hanging out.
Oh, you and Star, sorry.
But Star and I hadn't met yet. So, but Bree and I had already met. We'd been hanging out. We lived near each other and stuff. So watching her put this whole project together and everything. So, it was a weekend, right? Bree was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then the last day was Monday. And then that was the day we went to the Pyramid House, which also happened to be right near my home where I grew up. So there's that. So we were watching a speaker. I don't remember which one it was. And I had my little tiny notebook with me and I was scribing symbols. And I don't know really exactly what or why, but all of a sudden it's like, I heard this like telepathic message and I felt something in my heart chakra and I felt this like buzzing, like feeling going through my body. And I was doing these little symbols things. And all of a sudden I hear, turn around, tear it out of the book and hand it to the girl behind you. That was Star. Now, I don't believe, if I'm not mistaken, had we actually met yet, like actually even said hello even. So we're sitting and the speaker's still speaking and we're talking and she's sitting in the row right behind me, kind of kitty corners, I think, or right behind me. And I'm like, don't even know why I'm getting this message. And all of a sudden I'm thinking, okay, we're in a pyramid conference, got nothing to do with light languages, but it actually had a lot to do with the beginning of language and hieroglyphs and, all of that. And everything to do with Egypt and not just Egypt, but the pyramids and Bosnia. And there was so much happening with the opening of the pyramids in Bosnia at the time, and just so much stuff happening. So I hand them to her, and afterward, now what I wanted to ask Star, because I'm so happy that she's here because I can ask her. Okay, so I don't know what her immediate reaction was to this, because I'm just handing, she's like, so I see her eyes going, and so afterward, when the speaker was finished, we introduced ourselves, and I don't even, honestly, Star, it's kind of a blur because the whole weekend was so amazing, but So I don't know what your immediate reaction was to that. Now, mind you guys, I had not spoken light languages out loud. She and I had not spoken yet, didn't really know each other pretty much at all. And I had no idea why I was giving this to her. So that led to this opening, the sharing led to this opening of some gateway of something. And so the next morning, after we had met and there were other speakers going on and the day went on and Bree and I were just so busy. And so the next morning we met at breakfast and Star was there, and I don't know exactly what happened, but she and I, as soon as we saw each other, it was like this, we like hugged and started speaking light languages into each other's ear, like
Yeah.
quietly so nobody else could hear us. We were literally crouched down under the table, you guys, not shitting you, at breakfast going, and she starts speaking this language that sounds like crickets and stuff. And I'm like, what the shit? What is going on? I'm like freaking out. Like, other than Bree, I had never spoken light languages to anybody in person like this. And I'm thinking, this girl comes from Canada to this event. Don't know how she ended up here. I'm giving her these symbols, don't know why. And she's like, and then the next morning, we're bawling, crying at breakfast, going, what the hell's happening? And we're, so all of a sudden I get this message and I hear a brother. I hear there's a brother that's been trying to talk to you. And he says, you're not hearing him. You're not listening. You're not listening. And then it was like this, the emotion behind and the look on her face. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, because the details, but if I believe she said to me, that was my twin brother that died. Right?
Yes. Yeah. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Yes.
That's what
So
I can't say
that's
for
how,
sure anything, so that's why I said
but that's how she felt. And so I had no idea where that came from. And I didn't know if she went physically or non-physically or whatever, but it didn't matter. So again, had I not shared that, we wouldn't have even had this, we wouldn't be here today. She wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't even, you know what I mean? So, well, probably. So I guess I would have to ask, and from your perspective, what was that like? Just for you receiving that, and did you have any idea even why I did it, or what was your thinking about it?
That was a very interesting weekend. I want to say is an interesting weekend because it feels like things just have been pretty in the present since around
Yes,
that.
it
And
does.
That weekend I went down there sort of on a last minute kind of side adventure with Dave and Ricky with the Ormus people, my friends, Dave and
Oh,
Ricky.
yes, from
Right?
Canada.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you know them, but anyway, I went
Hi,
down
Dolores.
just a little side adventure, and I thought, wow, it would be really, really wonderful to see if there's somebody here that could maybe help me figure out some of these, figure out what's happening with me, because all of a sudden I'm picking up information in different ways. And so I tested before I go and I sit anywhere, or especially in a room in a place like that, I tend to just sort of tap in and figure out which row really am I supposed to be sitting in. And so I ended up sitting behind you, but I was still not sure why. And really, truly, part of what I was hoping would be really amazing for that weekend is to see if I could find somebody who could help me figure out some of these languages. And it's funny that I call them the council, but they sometimes say it's a good idea to think outside. I love the term light languages. They just say just mentally to remember that to think outside of that, because as you say with colors, right, that becomes part of the language too, tones, right, that all becomes part of the fabric of the communication, right, and allows for layers, right. and colors, my gosh, colors they help to connect us with different, almost like in music, like different octaves, right, that are on the same note but a different frequency. Colors are the add to part of that.
I just wrote that down because that was pretty freaking awesome what you just said.
Well,
The fabric,
yeah, that part of,
it's really part of the fabric of the communication. I really like the way you said that. And it's funny.
right?
We were just talking, and we were just talking about quilts today.
Cool.
So
Totally.
all of that.
So
And
anyway,
think about a quilt too. Quilts can be stories.
yes, absolutely, they are.
I have a quilt that tells a story, and it tells my galactic story. And I'm telling you guys, I will show you this quilt once I unpack it. This quilt, I'm telling you, I made this in another parallel reality. And it as soon as I saw it, I started to cry. And I realized, because I heard that you made this for you and you left it for you. And it tells my whole story. It freaks me out.
That's the thing, right? It's record keeping. And I think a lot of the record keeping has kind of almost somehow been hidden or been like denatured somehow. I think that's one of the reasons that these Atlantean women are back, because they're trying to help us to reconnect with some of the records that I don't know what happened to them. But anyway, yes, you're my twin brother. I believe that he's part of how I picked up information different ways, because he's not alive anymore, but I still have some of his cells inside of me. And so there's some aspect of us that is, I don't know, mysteriously connected. And anyway, I didn't tell you anything about that, but then you did come up to me at breakfast and we were crying under the table. I do remember that, and whispering to each other in different languages. It was great. And I asked you if you could kind of translate for me. Translating is a big part of our mission, our job, right? I think. And you're definitely a few steps ahead of me. So I shared some feelings, some words with you, and you came back with a handful of answers that made sense. And do you remember, for some reason I was remembering this morning, at the time I was trying to do some eye exercises to help with brain healing and things. And
I remember that very well, because you asked me to help you with that.
But you told me that these guys, before I told you I was doing that, you told me that these guys were suggesting certain kind of pattern or something, and I started doing that, and it did help for sure. By the way, I don't know if I ever told you.
Oh wow, that's really good to know. Really good to know.
Well, yeah, it was a good weekend.
Wow,
and I actually was in the Bosnian Valley of the Pyramids a month ago. So.
Oh, that's right. And here we're okay. Talk about coming full circle. I forgot all about that. She just sent me a text the other day. She's like, "Oh my God, and I want to come to your hangout. And guess what? I just came back from Bosnia pyramids." I'm like, "What? What?"
Totally. So I'm like floating right now. I'm floating.
I'm so happy you're here. You have no idea how excited I am to finally let everybody meet the other side of the story, the real star that this happened to me too, that I've told the story to 1 billion times, about it. Just, it's just because it was so life-changing for me. It really, really was.
And then,
and the information that was pouring through when I was holding your hands under the table was freaking me out. And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead, Bree.
Freaky things happen. We look forward to more, right? For sure.
Well, and the timing of all of it was so incredible. And what I want to add on to this, Star, I don't even.
I'm wasting your time, so.
What's up, Sean?
Go ahead, Shawnee.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hello from Ireland.
Hi. Sorry about that. I was talking to somebody and I'm
it's okay.
accidentally pressed on mute.
That's okay. I was like, what? What's going on, Sean? Nice that you're here. Thanks for joining. No, I just wanted to quickly mention, I don't remember, it might have been the following year. Yeah, it was in 2000. No, it was still in 2016. A few months after the Pyramid Conference, I randomly go traveling and end up at Mary Hardy.
Yes.
right? So I didn't even know where I was going, but somebody invited me with. And so we go on this like this little spiritual retreat center off in Michigan. And all of a sudden I get there and Star is there. So Star lives in Canada. Star just happened to be at this retreat that I just happened to be brought along to that I didn't pay for. It's just like, oh, here, come with me. And Star was there. And but my expression, my reaction, I was like, is this a dream? Am I awake right now? I mean, I was so shocked that it was Star there standing in the parking lot.
Wait a minute. What? Wait, what?
Out of all the people we met at that pyramid conference, I think it was definitely a highlight because it was a first I already knew I was going to be speaking light languages soon after that. And so it's just really incredible. And it does go to show that by us sharing and being authentic and being true and being who we really are and not being afraid of shining bright the way that we're meant to, we're able to connect with other people and find people who resonate with us. And speaking of, Sandra just entered the room, so I think this is her first time in the hangout.
I
Hi,
just
Sandra.
saw that. I was like, Sandra. No, I think she came. Didn't you come last week, sweetie?
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
My recollection.
Maybe it was. Wait a minute. Was it after we? Maybe it was after we went off live. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Now. So I'm so sorry.
Maybe.
See, I'm telling you guys, I'm losing time, man.
Well, nice that you wanted to join us here today, Sandra. If you would like to say hi or turn on your camera or just type in the chat thing, you can certainly do that. There she is.
Hi, everyone. Sorry,
Hey!
I was just
Hi.
getting all plugged in.
How are you?
I am doing well. Sorry, I'm fashionably late. I was in a meditation and I fell asleep.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, you know what? That happens a lot.
Oh my goodness. How's everyone?
Really good. How are you? It's so nice
I'm
to have you
doing
here.
great.
You and Peg. How about that? Dang it.
Thank
And
you.
Bree all at once.
Yay.
That's really great.
Yay, meditation.
And look at behind you. She's got the word family behind her. And is that a little heart up there? Oh, I love. Is that a baby? Oh,
That's
come
my
on.
baby. Yeah.
Okay. You guys
That's-
just threw me out the water.
That's my daughter when she was 10 days old.
You're kidding me.
No, it's my pride and joy.
What's her name?
Her name is Sarah. Sarah.
Oh, wow. That's
No
funny.
H.
Oh, wow. Well, hello. Well, somebody
Hello.
came to say hi. Come here.
Oh,
This is Cosmo. If you guys haven't met him yet.
that was beautiful.
Oh, hello, my precious.
So white.
He's so beautiful. And he's got the most beautiful blue eyes ever. He's like a magic kitty. He's definitely a cosmic kitty, aren't you, baby? And he is pure white, like pure white. He's so precious. He really is. Hi. Say hi. Look at my
So
eyes.
cute.
See, look at. Oh, what? I'm so sorry. Did you come to say hello?
Oh my gosh, she's adorable.
Oh, look at that. Hi, baby.
He's very
Hello.
cute.
Talking about babies.
Yes, talk about babies. Speaking of babies, so Sandra, would you like to share some light language with us today? It's your first time in here.
Would ya? Would ya?
Yeah, I can do it, certainly. Okay. Hukanataya hana hayata kutahayata na hawaya kurahaya mana kataya ketehene hayata kurahana hayaya okatayata kurahaya kete ene kete hayanaka kutahataya hene ataya hawaya kurahanaya kuta anakataya hata. There you go.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear you. Eva sono dove ishe sana kele katavaso notariki I version sona mala kele kosote shama sadiki lo samara kele koshanatea kia toriaka. I am so excited to have met you. Especially after all this time. So thank you, Avasonoto, for all of your love and your joy and support, and the fact that we're able to just hang out, privately together now is just, it's really great. I've really had a good time, and yeah, you've
Thank
really
you.
helped me a lot, even just in the last couple of weeks. So thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And so I'm
An
happy you're here to
honor.
share, and just
Yeah.
such a beautiful, you standing there with the family sign above you and the little heart is just so beautifully synchronistic, and the picture of the baby behind you. And it's just, all of it's very, very beautiful, on ways you just can't imagine. So thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
A
I'm
lot,
honored.
a lot.
But I've been following you for a while. I just don't come on because I usually teach when you are
Right.
here. I'm supposed to be in my class right now, but it's reading week. So
Are you
I'm
playing
off.
hooky?
Playing hooky? No. Oh my goodness.
She just said it's reading week, so she's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's off.
Reading week. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
cool,
that's
Sandra.
nice. At least you got a
Thank you.
little bit of a break. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
getting
Well,
any
thanks
writing,
for joining.
getting any writing
Thank
done?
you. Somewhat more marking midterm.
Well, hey, marking's a start. Hey, you got to
Does that
start somewhere.
count?
You got to start. Of course it does. What do you
Okay.
mean? Of course it does. The fact that you're even looking at it. So anyway, thank you for being here, and thank you for your light language message. You guys are so awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you joined. Oh, and we have Dolores. Hi, Dolores.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
How are
Dolores. Would you like to share anything? How you doing, darling? It's late. So Dolores is joining us from Croatia.
Yes, it's late, but it's not still too much late. It's late. I want to say something. As time goes by, I saw that net is becoming so wonderful, so full of light with all of us who are speaking light language. We are becoming I don't know how to say, connected with each other through all around the world, and it is really so exciting, and I love it very much. And thanks to all of us, something will be possible to rise on. Or I believe you all have some feelings about it. And what I want to say is on light language, as it will follow. Mi Yahuwah wo nanaha ni Yahuwah mahua nahe wanaho mane hamara vanane kya lahia kiyo horonana he mama wahate kiara no he mama wo mahuana ye yoha lehia ya kato nahie Wawa manana klere heyonanaha Yanahe Yohue Mahuananaha Taravana he mokwatiane hilakiarananaha Tarava meno kwahaye Tarnananahi Yakwaranaha Lehiakota nanavare mama mahanti kutarneya. Lihiohie mamana hoe. Yayaha kiarena kiawana ho kiataraye. Lahua mama ho yo. Nihie kie tiorana. Hamuane hamavanatie hanantiano. Halelehi yaki yahiki yamananaka. Hela hela lokoyo, hela la antravanaha. Hela hela yakia hationa hi yahananaka. Hela hela loni hatiarano. Hela hela mahua mahua wa hanyanaka. Hetiarana vanyato kotaha. Hetiarantehi hatantaravanama. Mela mawoko mahuane yakia hanta. Hehekiana hehekiotare helana hantianaka. Love to all, to everyone, and to all what exists. Namaste.
Nati Oshanase, as beautiful and multidimensionally spoken as always. Anyava Oshanotevi Ebokoa Ananakotori Vikasunafe Ete She Iana Kiapoto Seva Oshate Ea Sivoshanotevi Kiata. You are just always filled with that ancient shamanic ancestral spirit. Navakosheva Ayavakote, connecting us all, grounding us all, yet taking us all to new heights. Ona bahishana deva kianatea. Mimaniata vi isonamakia vohosha kiavohu. Venushiatami tavihisa matoria makiate. And I see us gathering with the shamanic council, Davoshonatevikia Samusete, of which I've been informed there are many. Davosonavashetevishonava ekumakia vosonoveteki. Vashanotavi atavakoshenetve itoroa, allowing us to connect to other earths. Vashanotavi intavi and Davakala Kesenafete and other star systems. Vashanotavi and Danava through the chanting, Gabo Oseteshe through the voice, Amoshe Havakateva Sanase, for it is the only instrument that we truly need. Maesha Navakayawa, Evoshanofase, Savokodavi and Davadakonavayashasete, Kiamase. Imate is the motion of Ilakotavihina by Vasote Vashoke, Kaibasete. Inayo akuna haya na sila kusheha. Himayano ashuna ke. Inaya sola kumaya shonaya maya. Honashi. Hinamiala so kunaya hi. Sonaya shu. Imaya shunaya seki nale hale nayashi no lakushi. Simo soviishana vala ipalokopaya vakose. Mitavi inomasa sesopuku la kashere selevo ora kosanete. Itaya sumoso pashe iya kalumaya vasotekia. Isana sopuku la shatakula kosete. Mi ana diatore, masharoba la eva shno sevekia, amaya varkose. Geveshana vaenta, sevesumana valakobayatare, kula kushosete. Eva sonateshe, I miato. They're showing me, see, I'm starting to itch really bad. They're showing me avakoyamaiki avasota veshenate, yimase, a gathering of hearts. For when we understand that each of us is bringing our team to the table here today, in this now and every now that we share, we are literally hearing and sharing and connecting with the heartbeats of each and every one of those beings who intend this Vashonateve Sahaba Amakoje physical heartbeat, even if they do not contain such organ vessel. No, me. Avakunyavishanatea masheta vakusamaseta vasanate vikyashona se. Our heart is electrical impulses, can be stopped and started through it. Electrical impulses. It is an electromagnetic being. It's its own entity. Gavashona fesasete. Emosoveshana teviki. Imatote vesoteshe yamase, which literally, as it pumps, vashona veke. Miti allows us to connect with the hearts of all of our team, our fractals, all that we are, all the parts of us that exist in all other realms and densities and dimensions. Muscle fashete, like the rainbow, Gavashano Sevese, which they remind me, Bashote, can be seen through the white crystal. As light reflects through the crystal, we see the rainbow. And our heartbeats connect to each of that. The one heartbeat, Gavasonte, metaphorically, Vasonofeshe, or physically speaking, is a mote, as the case may be, showing us that our heart, I'm trying to explain what they're showing me. Our heart is a physical manifestation of what we understand as the one heartbeat. The one light. They're showing me this is our physical manifestation. It's an electromagnetic impulsive energy. And so this is our physical collective manifestation of what that means of Ashote, because we know when our heart stops, we stop. This vessel stops. But we never stop. Our beat goes on, along with all of the others. Even though we're not aware of it, they're just showing us how complex this co-creation was, and how every single thing that we've created is a direct reflection of something that's a part of us that we've come to remember, and that we created this physical manifestation of our heart that actually does stop and start with electricity, with energy. And just, yeah, go ahead, please. I'm just listening to see if there's anything else. So please do.
There is one message. I will try to go to let it be. And I'm asking you if you want, please.
Of course.
Try to translate what it is, because I feel that it is important, but I don't know what it is. Okay?
Absolutely. I'll do my best if whatever I get.
Tat hatatna, tat hateyote, kanahate, taharnataha, kyatne, tehyekohamana. That is something very different for me. Tahyate kohe yahanata, ta, lihyakotoha, mahone kohe yata, tahyako, tahyana, tahtarane, tahvaranamato, tahtana, yiha kieto harnana. Lehi kiarona, lehi kiaravana hantiano. Lehi kiarane, lehi anata kavaranaha. Mio wahamanya katera. Wahamata. Wahatiarana. Horharanate. Horranan handar karara yataka. Tahtah kiromara manatane. Yekyarheya. Yekyar hathanana hatye kwama hamana. And the energy is enormous. It's very, 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 very strong. Harna katarna tata quiero hamamawa tiene kiata. Le kiora mata nata tata ta. Lihia quiero ana hete quiero. Quiero hamwanie ketata. Heya kietore. Heya vahanta. Vahwana vahanata. Ntravana. Ntrakeyo. Hantata harie katananaha. Hehe, yahyakete, hehe, waharnama, unkwahamanatio, tahtarana, tahrana tekravana hayakata, heya ha, heya hayakatia, heya hinna, ta.
Thank you.
First, I want to offer anyone else a comment or response of a of anything they may have received.
Oh, yes. Hurra
Go ahead, Will.
tatakarishishia. Thank you, Dolores, for the epic energies, and Wendy, because they've been talking. This Atlantean princess has been talking, and I asked Bree like half an hour ago to start talking. You're both connected into that stream. And Dolores sang the blessing. So apparently there's this Atlantean festival, according to their calendar, that happens every year. And I'm not sure if they have a lunar solar calendar or if it's a lunar calendar. I'm not sure what it is, but it's coming up soon. And so I don't have to do the blessing anymore because Dolores sang the blessing and Wendy talked about it. But this last bit is, as we celebrate our connection with the multiple dimensions of this planet, there we're calling it Maya. As with our intention, we are grounding ourselves into this crystalline dimension, the etheric nature of these multiple dimensions collapsed into one. As we connect to each other with our hearts, so as we connect into Maya with our hearts, as we allow the crystalline energy to come forth, unifying us all, as we celebrate with the one and the all, bringing forth into these dimensions our intentions. For as we think, as we make, and it is so. And with our collective power and our collective focus and our collective intention, we bring forth our collective reality into this multi-dimension Maya. Helio ula halika ula halaria arlahoto lo alihia talalahu solo lalihia lana no lo alhia alala kolo hosola yara ula lakalali. That's what I got. Namaste.
Well, vosi ne mostravone numeravone nimerairo tito ni mostravone namaravone namaravasu isumasu namatala kalwanano nanamanu etila inanamenu itina nanamana anu ekane. Repairing the grid systems that were and the multidimensional distortions from Atlantean times Tenu Sanu Itina Metelevo Neme Ekene, restoring the crystal grids, activating the crystal grids, participating in the crystal grids. Eloatino Matelavo Namanasino Mosena Evo Sinimistino Eshonamala Vase Sunai. And Dolores, Telui Nonama Sunai Nomano, thank you for remembering Mona Avo Namelavone and keeping that information all this time. Thank you for returning Vasunamastela to this plane. Thank you for reestablishing Vona Anama Alaone and Neme Alavane. Thank you so much. Sanu Atila Unaneme Wena Enu Ina Ano and Nemela Unimina. We are the record keepers ourselves. Eloasenu Matina Vetuni Moshonavane Mona Anu Konis, we are the crystals ourselves. Anu Enemela Votina Malavone Masto Etene Vonenemela Waneno Etene Matila Vonenemela Vosna. Thank you, everyone. Mona nuina ne kunima rawatena tune nemera wane. Thank you. Mona arawatena tuna vana watela monamai. As we restore vosenamosane, as we restore vona anamara. Thank you for continuing. Kalewe nemo ila one kanonama ila ostina. Thank you for participating. Vona anamala vone animinu itanama tuna vane. Your presence is greatly appreciated and felt.
Thank you, Divine Sister. And they're saying to me, thank you for that fine and true explanation. That was the words they used, fine and true. Sharing is truly having and they don't, so first I was going to say courage, but they said that's not what we want to say. Speaking your heart has nothing to do with courage. Because most of us think we don't have the courage, the guts to speak our truth. And they remind us that everything is either fear or love. You either fear, say you're not accepting and loving your current situation. There's only fear and love. Everything else falls under fear. Everything. As we share these hearts, we're evaporating the idea that we need anything because we already contain everything. You cannot need something or want something that you don't already contain. And since we already contain it, you already have it. It's just like the Wizard of Oz. It's the whole metaphor, same thing. So we're finally dissolving the belief systems that tie us to those beliefs. Because it's just simply once. How many times have we said something, spoke our heart? How many times have we heard that? Speak your heart. Once we've spoken our heart, our experience, they're saying explodes in possibilities. That we haven't even, couldn't be aware of before. And also allowing the permission for each of us to love each other fully and completely. No matter what, accepting each other's, divine uniqueness. And we spend so much time comparing ourselves, the fear of not measuring up, or miyavosate, love you. I say that we spend so much time in that energy of fear. We miss out on the love. And they keep wanting to say courage, but the courage that it reveals to you that you already have. And how many times when you've spoken your heart, how we feel so light and accepting and giving each other permission to just be. So all of this today has truly been about this, about opening up our hearts and connecting our hearts, and what happens when we share and when we do that, and how strong and courageous and supported we become when we're vulnerable, and how we've misperceived that all this time, that these are weaknesses, and yet they are our strengths. Love is our strength. And it's really, at the end of the day, we can hear it a million times in a million different ways from a million different people, and it's always going to be the same answer. It is the only bridge. It's the only one. The only one. So it's interesting how all the day today has been about all of this, about love and hearts and the rose quartz. And so imperative today, for some reason, that this be shared today, and that, and even the little, and this was a gift to me, and this came with my little heart rose quartz, this particular one. And matter of fact, Michelle, if you're still out there, thank you, darling. Rose quartz turns the heart toward love and bathes the body, mind, and spirit in that healing and enlightening frequency. Calming for the mind, assisting one in releasing worry, fear, anxiety, and past emotional trauma. Clears the emotional body of ego-driven patterns and can help one feel more open to receiving and sharing love, compassion, and kindness. And that, to me, sort of epitomizes what this intention was for these hangouts, these sacred spaces where we could feel comfortable sharing these ideas, these languages, these messages, these experiences, exploring each other. As we explore each other and share each other, we gain more perspectives about all that we are. And that is really all that we came for, is to gain more perspective and understand what and who we are. And fear prevents us from doing that. And there's nothing to fear when all you're exploring is more of you. It's just more of you. And to embrace even the darkest of experiences and understand that they too are simply here for us to serve as wisdom and discernment, what we choose and choose not to focus on, and what and whom we choose to give our power away to, and what and whom we allow the circumstances to control when we realize it's the other way around. It's our frequency that controls our circumstance, and that you cannot change the reflection in the mirror until you move. Vashanatese. Your world is not going to change. What you put out is what you get back. So until you change your perspective and your thought patterns and your beliefs, your world cannot change. It's not physically possible. This is mathematics and it's science, in addition to understanding that the spiritual world is mathematics and science. It's all the same thing. We're bridging that, all of us. So
and I think for people in that space who are struggling with that,
yes,
compassion
and
gratitude are the biggest ways that we can shoot ourselves back up to that space where it is easier to have those higher perspectives that we don't always have living on Earth. And there's value in going deep down and sinking into what is uncomfortable to see the contrast. But I just wanted to mention that about gratitude and love being, so sometimes we can fall so far that we can't in the moment even think of something that we are able to say that we love or that we appreciate. But the ability to move your head back and forth, can you do that? Can you move your arms? Can you blink your eyes? Can you eat your own food? Can you drink? Can you move your body? Can you speak? Can you think? Right? These are all things that we take for granted. So gratitude is a huge way to shift the frequency. I know it's not always easy here. So thank you, Wendy.
You know what, Bree, that was probably the most important message we could have shared all day. I'm not kidding, because I have it right up here. Believe and be grateful. And I bought I bought both of those signs with my friend Pam. On a whim, just happened to walk in, and me and all my bohemian glory walking into the Amish store going, well, here I am, world. And there they were, those two signs. And she bought one too. Which one did she buy? I think she bought I forgot. You'll have to tell me, Pam. It was one of the two. It might have been the grateful one, Bree. So, gratitude for our creation is the bridge to self-love, you guys. If you think it's any easier, it's not. It isn't. That is the bridge. Until we can be grateful for what we've created, we can't change it. We cannot change what we do not show gratitude for, because all you're going to have is resistance, and you're never going to change. Okay, let me back up. They're saying, oh, of course you're going to change, but are you going to change in the direction you prefer? That's the whole point. And it may take you the long way around, and that's okay too. That's okay too. But you don't have to. You don't have to. And now we understand in this age of Aquarius and how we are able to, as I've learned and been taught, bringing in that holy fire, that light inside of us in everything that we do, and understanding now in this age of Aquarius, that has never been done before this way, that we now have the ability to understand and comprehend and intentionally heal, raising the frequency by love, vibration, compassion, and forgiveness to every single part of ourselves, every single thing we've ever done, everywhere we've ever been, every fractal, everything bleeding in, everything we're experiencing. Love, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Until you have gratitude for it, it's never going to change, because you're fighting yourself.
Even for that which we experience as being outside of us, external to us, the other beings
Exactly.
and people.
Nothing's
and
external, you guys. Nothing.
circumstances.
And I will say this loud and clear, because it's not said enough. And I live by this. Again, nothing has permission unless you give it. Nothing has power over you unless you decide to do that, unless you decide for whatever reason to accept that. And nothing has power over you unless you choose it to. And this is where we lose sight of all this. Oh, archangels and ETs and this and guides and this and that. Oh my God, they're so much better than me. Ridiculous. Not true. You are equal, absolutely, positively equal to everything in creation. Doesn't matter. You think the archangels and all, do you think they have see hierarchy and levels? And no, it is not like that. We see that because we're human. We're designed to compartmentalize and judge and box and label. That's what we came to do. Now we're wiping away the boxes, removing the labels, and blurring the lines. I love that song, by the way, Blurred Lines, great song. So that's what this is about. In this age of Aquarius, it's about understanding. You heal everything all at once as soon as you decide to. As soon as you decide to, the thing, you guys, that we need to understand is as soon as the decision is made, it's done. It's our belief systems that take time to catch up, because we're fighting our own belief systems. We know what's good for us. We know what's true for us, but we fight it because of what everyone else is going to say or think or do or feel. No longer. That's what healing actually is understanding that. So go ahead, honey. Sorry.
Sometimes what you're saying, though, sometimes it's not so much fighting it as just getting rid of it, like the piled on belief systems from younger days, or as you've been growing up, or that we're collectively clearing from ancestral things and generations of things that we're clearing. But when you were saying that's all getting wiped away, it's kind of goes with that. And but to stress, like, it doesn't have to be a fight. Like, if we choose to believe something different, if that is no longer mine, I am not participating in that energy any longer, or that belief system any longer. I will believe this. I will behave according to this understanding going forward. No malavone anumi solavanamela kune, inu malavo namala inu nemela ineme akuna anene, and as we assist each other to move out of these old belief systems and the old patterns, as we show the way to others, or if this is useful for you, may it help you. It's something about like because we don't have to all do it the same way. It's not about do it as exactly as I do or you do. It's like what is useful, helpful for you, and whatever you can take from what this person has done or this person, or like learn from them and learn from others' mistakes and paths and everything. And we all arrive, we all arrive, we all arrive, however we get there, where we already are. And something about, can we remember can we remember and be kind to ourselves and others on the journey.
I could just listen to you speak all day.
I really appreciate all that everyone's speaking, because I'm also listening to people like telepathically and energetically, and I just really say so much thank you. And almost done, everybody. And it won't have to feel like we're doing so much cleaning and clearing anymore. And we can really be with put all of our energy to that, instead of like all these projects that we're wrapping up. So
Nasheme isavasanate vision of itavakisin sete zivashana vision of itavakisama sevi itavakosamata ikiasana say. And this really does go back to Dolores's message too. It's like I kept hearing this. It was like I was hearing the beating of the drum of, and I don't want to say urgency because it wasn't really like that, but it was like almost like the gongs, the beating of the drums, saying it was almost like a steady, loud, like it's time, and it's like everybody's gathering and it's time to, it's almost like I could see all of us and all of these beings just etherically just coming together. And give us the level of support that we have is right now, it's greater than it's ever been, because of our belief systems, because we as a collective energetic human collective consciousness have changed our belief. We have shifted collectively our belief systems now to the point that visote. What are they trying to say? Ivasote mia vosana vi ikiava moshoto vishese metave mia voshe. It's almost like they're showing me the whole, like a whole nother convergence that has happened because of what the work that we're all doing here. I completely lost the exact sentence that they wanted me to say. So I'm like, it just escaped me. It was as if like I'm looking again. I'm feeling what when Dolores was speaking, and they were all the gathering, and they were that's what they said. The reason why that, okay, that's it. the reason why we, all of us now are beginning to literally be able to see the level of support visually is because collectively we've made this convergent shift energetically to allow them to even be here in our consciousness. We weren't there yet. We couldn't even, they're showing me that we couldn't even be here today gathering with you because until you shifted your heart-centered consciousness. And this may sound, and this is what we take for granted. And this is what's so hard for me sometimes too, because there's this whole ego thing that plays into all this. But when I hear this stuff, we need to own it and we need to say it and we need to share it and we need to embody it. In that they're saying to me, you guys really don't have any idea what has happened because of these gatherings. And that what we're doing here and the heart shifting, the consciousness of the heart energy of what we're doing because of the work that we're doing, even though we think that these gatherings are small, they're showing me, you guys don't even understand, like small's not even a part of the equation here, that the support and the beings and the energies, physical and non-physical, that are present here with all of us and our teams and all the work that we're doing. Literally, you guys, these Wednesdays, not kidding you, and I'm going to say it because they're saying it to me to tell all of you and Bree that this has changed everything. And if you guys don't believe that, even I have a hard time saying it out loud. So, but it's changed everything. Everything. So that, I think, is where we should leave things for today. So that's pretty, if there's anybody else who would like to share any comments or anything, I do want to close up here. It's getting to be a little bit long. So I cannot tell you guys how, I say it every week, what happens to me Wednesday to Wednesday. I can't even begin to tell you the shifts and the information and the changes in my own life, personally, physically, physiologically, mentally, spiritually. The conversations that I have with all of you outside of these rooms is, I can't even describe it. So there are no words. Ineffable is a word that means I have no words.
Yes.
So
that's a very good word to use. Yeah. It's it can be very surreal. Even in here, even doing this, sometimes I have moments of like, is this actually happening right now?
Exactly. It's
so,
like
I always just feel overwhelmed with the love and support. And I just want you all to know, thank you for even showing up, for watching, for listening, even if it's for 30 seconds. Thank you for being a part of this.
And Agus, if I'm saying this right, Agus or Aggie's magic, it's safe to move forward in ways that are best for me. Absolutely. And a big ripple. Exactly. A big ripple, you guys. And hey, Zach, how are you? Just wanted to say hello. Love you guys. I'm so glad that you're here. ED, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Emma. I just was looking to see if I was missing anyone. And Nikki. Oh, Nikki, your presence here today, Star, everybody. Every single one of you has made such drastic alterations in my life and has changed me in ways that I can't even begin to tell you. So again, it's like I love you. It's like thank you. It's like, are there any other words left that we can say those same words a different way, but I don't know how else to say them. Thank you never seems like enough, and I love you never seems like enough. And this is where we're moving, to learn to feel love, express love, and stop using so many words. And light languages has taught me to use my heart words. Just my heart words. So I wanted to thank all of you for sharing your heart words today. All your messages, your languages, your whatever we want to call them, transmissions, blessings. if there's anybody who'd like to leave us today with a very brief blessing. And actually, excuse me, I'm sorry, see my throat chakra's going. Do you guys want to do it together?
That might be cool. It
I don't
just
know. What do you guys?
in 1 second? So I think some people want to say something. So Star.
Oh yeah,
had
please do.
unmuted.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So go for it, Star.
Gosh, let me try to remember now. I guess there were a couple of things. One is it's about I think earlier I had mentioned something about how one of the Atlantean women is crying, and sometimes I get that when they start talking actually about timing, and that they would actually like things to actually happen like from our end a little bit faster. So it's it's quite motivating actually, and I'm not sure why I feel like I can sense they're crying sometimes a little bit more than they're smiling and the laughing. I think that's because of that there is some level of urgency, and I think a lot of it actually has to do with the kind of 5G stuff and some of the electrical stuff, and that's the reason that they came in with some healing frequencies to help bring this group a stronger kind of an electromagnetic grid to protect that nature that we have of our electromagnetic heart and our electromagnetic communication system. That's our way of being in an antenna, right? And transmitting and receiving is through our natural selves that they're trying to maintain. So anyway, that's what is some of why they brought in those words earlier on for us, because of all that and the importance of that. And no, I guess just thanks for having me on today. And
oh, and honey, you are welcome any single time that you are free, and that goes for every single one of you, whether you're watching now, later. All of you, please. I want all of you to feel free to be here as often as you can be, and to not be afraid. And even if you're just sitting here listening and absorbing and sending your energy, and I just and meeting you all. And Gracie, hi, sweetie, and Stefan, thank you. I'm it's like I just want you to know we feel you. We know you're here. We appreciate your love and your energy and support, and you just being here in the room, Stefan, is really huge. And so I just wanted you to know that, and all of you, Peg, Sandra, oh my God, I just and of course Dolores and Will, and all of you are just such important pieces to my puzzle. You put me together. you help me feel whole and find myself, and that is a gift that I don't know how to repay. And so by me doing these webinars and opening them to everyone, this is my way of saying thank you also to everybody, and it's this two-way street. I do it, you guys are so grateful and so gracious, and then it just makes me want to do it even more. So that's why the sharing, that's what I love about this. And so yeah, thanks. Gracie, you just hopped in. Did you want to say anything, sweetie?
Yes, actually I do.
Okay.
It's been huge lately with purging childhood wounds. Rose quartz has been massive, but light language keeps coming through along with hand language. So I'm just going to let it flow. And this is for helping remove anything that is no longer needed from the auric fields. Who knows what's going to come through at this point. Sokatiana sakayatakosia. Ashata kutuyana tikashata kayanandako. Isukutiana kayasaya tukushia. Namaste.
Oh, my dear sister, Navashanazeki Izamashote, Va Amajada se Zamoshove Ishanaseva Itavasanaseve Ikaya Samoso fa Arokuya. Mivashaneti Imasamoso Tevisi. I really have seen you, your phoenix rise. Avashanote Mayasa, my dear sister. You just being here today, sharing your love and your languages, Vashanate on camera with me here today, Vasamaseveshte. Koshanase Tevesenate, Vakora. She does beautiful light language videos. We have very deep elemental Fey realm connections, as well as angelic of animal collectives, shamanic,
Ashatakushiana tikishitukoyana sikite ashiana tukushukasiata kakashai. So much love and gratitude.
Nashaya. Oh,
Nashaya.
sweetie, do share. Please publicize your videos. Please, please, please. She shares them and she shares them with me and certain people. Keeps them unlisted from the public. It's time. You know you came here for me to kick your ass.
Yes. This one kicked my butt too.
No way.
Yes way.
Get out.
The
Are you
Panther.
kidding me? The Black Panther?
Yes.
Okay. Black Panthers and Jaguars and cats and stuff.
Yep. Gratitude, Wendy.
You. I feel the levels and layers of your healing. And how far you've come since we've met. I love you, girl.
I love you too. Namaste. Eshatukuyana takai.
Namaste. All right, everybody. Well, since everybody enjoyed kind of our cacophony and our symphony, I think this time, instead of doing it one by one, unless anybody else has any comments, Bree, does anybody else have any questions, comments? I don't see any.
Not that I had seen. I wanted to
all of you
quickly
out there.
read.
Temple.
Oh, she's here. Hey. Hey, Alicia.
Hey, Alicia.
So Nikki had just quickly mentioned, I think this is just, on the topic of today. She said the tea bag that she has said, the message is you will always live happy if you live with the heart. And
well, see, I share my tea bags all the time because they're always perfectly synchronistic. So thank you. That was perfectly synchronistic. Even down to the fact that it's tea. See, you guys don't know when you share stuff, you don't know what you're confirming and what you're validating. You just don't know. So just by you popping in and saying that about your tea and the saying was hugely synchronistic for me. So see, share everything, you guys, every single thing you're guided to share, no matter who you're guided to share it with, just do it. Reach out, extend yourself, and allow them to receive the messages and the information and the energetic exchange that is meant to happen by completing that cycle. Please share.
Especially
everything.
compliments. There's so many times in my past that there was some amazing thing I wanted to say to somebody about. I was like, oh my God, your dress is incredible. But nope, just kept my mouth shut because I do it all the time. I was too shy to tell them something that might have changed their entire day, their week. Who knows? We don't know what we do with just even smiling at somebody. So yes, share.
Funny. Bree, that's really funny because yesterday I was live on Facebook with Christy Warnick on her channel, and funny you said that because I said to her before we went live, and this is what's so weird, you guys. I said to her before we went live, oh my God, I love your hair, because I love her hair. Like, I totally love her hair. The weirdest part about it is it prompted an entire conversation about how she literally manifested her curly hair. She had straight hair just like mine.
I heard her talk
fine
about
and
that.
straight. And she told the whole story to me before we even went online live about how she manifested her curly hair. Had I not said anything, we would have never had that conversation. And not only that, she shared that conversation live yesterday on our live talk, because we were demonstrating the examples of intentional manifestations.
Yeah, I'm going to put a link to that video in the YouTube live chat, because you just did it yesterday with her. And it was interesting. She said it at the beginning, and she said, like, I used to go get some perms because I wanted curly hair. My hair was super straight. And then all of a sudden my hair wouldn't stop curling. And then now she has permanently curly hair.
And it's like really curly, you guys.
Yeah.
We're not talking just a little, we're talking curls. I mean, like, so very interesting how that whole conversation took place. And really briefly, you guys, I just want to mention, and we'll post the links here, but I'm starting another new, really exciting adventure. And now that I'm official, I'm going to start posting it, and I'm going to start posting the links and stuff. So I'm going to invite you. I'll post the links, and we'll post them on my Facebook page and stuff too. And eventually on my website, but Awake TV, awaketvnetwork.com is a new up and coming TV network for spiritual teachers. And I have signed up as one of the teachers. And so I'm really excited about this. It's very new, very fresh, a new project, a new endeavor, really exciting, really interesting. So I'm going to post the links for that. So pretty soon I'm going to be also spending a great deal of my time with all of that and doing a live broadcast through Awake TV. It's a subscription-based network. You guys will be learning all about it. I've got a meeting tonight with all the teachers and the instructors and all that to learn a lot more of the details about it. So I'll be posting more and more about that as the days and weeks progress. They're planning to launch 1111, my favorite number. And so my birth path number is 11 for all of those who are new to my channel and new to me. And I was born in the 11th month. So I love that number. And 1111 was the number that I've seen all my life that once finally was my compass point to show me, wow, you are a light worker. And it kind of opened the doors for me to that idea. And so anyway, I just want to throw that out there really quick. So the more we share this information out, and the more that we collectively gather like this and support the teachers of the teachers, and each and every one of you, if you're here in this vibration, watching this in this room, wherever and whenever you come across this, you are a teacher of the teachers, because that's what you signed up for. So just wanted to throw that out there. And where's my golden teacher? Oh, here it is. My golden teacher's apple, which also has a whole bunch of synchronicities. And this also happens to be the same color as my birthstone. So, and this was a gift from my mother. So my mom has been one of my biggest supporters. So thanks, Mom. If you're out there watching, love you, love you, love you. And thanks for helping me show my true colors and being the me I came to be. And to all of you, all the fractals of all of you, but you're still all teachers, and we're all teachers teaching each other. So thanks to all of you for stepping up and stepping in and being a part of, to stepping into your family of teachers. So Nevashonate, Savakola, Samase, and hey, let's just start speaking languages. And then I'm just going to let Bree fade us out, and we're going to go from there.
Okay, sure. So I put the link to the Awake TV network on the YouTube live chat, and you guys can check it out. They have a Facebook page. They also have a website, but they're still getting everything launched and up and running and everything.
Oh yeah, and don't they have a support website too for people from the outside to support this? I think it's a Facebook page that it's like a
Facebook group
for,
and you can search on Facebook for Awake TV Network supporters. And that is a group. In addition to liking the page, definitely helps them out getting more views and everything. But what they're doing is really incredible. And I'm super excited to see how it's going to pan out, because there's some really powerful people that are signing up to be a part
And
of
I
this.
want to say to all of you that there are many of you that are going to also be a part of this, whether you know it yet or not. And I already feel it, already see it. I can feel it in my gut. It's happening right now. I can feel the strings happening. So any of you that are even considering becoming a teacher and sharing whatever it is that you share in the world, I would highly consider you contacting them and at least thinking about it. This is a labor of love right now, you guys.
They contacted me too a month ago.
I
but
sent her
Yeah.
your name.
Thank you. Linda told me also, but I think that my English is not good enough to be a teacher.
Don't be
I
ridiculous.
disagree. I disagree. I
And you know what?
disagree.
Don't
And I
forget,
disagree.
you've got people in
Your English
Croatia.
is good.
You got people in Croatia who need to hear this stuff too, whether they hear it in English or Croatian or whatever.
Maybe
about it.
maybe this is sign. I don't know.
Honestly, Dolores.
No kidding.
I'm an English teacher. Sandra's an English teacher. Sandra, I'm in
Seriously.
here. What do you think?
Jump in.
Do you think Dolores can do
Absolutely. Just do it.
a weekly show? I mean, you have great English. Don't let that hold you back.
Absolutely.
If anything, we appreciate people coming out of their comfort zone and,
Do you
doing
think this was comfortable
not
for me to do, you guys? First of all, coming here and doing this weekly show and then now deciding to do another weekly show. But
for me to be a little bit more comfortable to do it in Croatian, but not in English.
Yeah.
But maybe, well, then maybe you should think about that. Maybe you should consider doing it in your own language.
Don't
because
focus
there's people that need to be.
I didn't think about it. It's okay. Okay.
She's like, okay, stop it.
No, okay. Say it.
Even thinking about it. Yay!
Yes, I'm thinking about it.
That's what we do.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a fire starter. I'm a double fire sign, baby. It's like I start fires under people.
Me
like light it up,
too.
baby.
Light it up. For real.
I'm so grateful for all of you and for the opportunity to share what I want or wish to share and what want to be shared through me. So thank you very much.
So listen, Dolores, you know what vision I just saw? And this goes for kind of me too, I guess. But Dolores, you know what vision I just saw was you actually being on your live show, and you can pick 30 minutes or 60 minutes, you get to choose. And I see you there. All of a sudden I saw one show with you where you're like, all you're doing, I swear to God, all you're doing is painting your paintings, your beautiful paintings, speaking light languages. That's all you're doing for 30 minutes.
That sounds amazing. I want to watch it right now.
See?
Right now.
I would totally freaking watch that.
I would love to listen to her sing.
Yes.
For 30 minutes. I would be mesmerized.
See?
I would.
You don't even need to speak English or Croatian.
I have my YouTube channel, but you can hear or see or everything you want there. Thank you very much for your support.
She'll be there. You just watch, you guys.
Well, Star did also say, because Star just went to the Bosnian pyramids, and Star said she can teach at the Bosnian pyramids in Croatian.
See?
I agree with this idea.
I agree with that.
This sounds very nice. So anyway, all of this is like...
Bosnian pyramids are very, very close to me.
I know they are. So get busy, woman. Start painting at the pyramids and speaking some light languages.
Dolores, they do metaphysical tours to the pyramids.
You should go.
I know.
So,
wait, she's been there. Haven't you been there, Dolores?
No, I'm not. I'm not yet physically able to travel. Okay, but I hope I will be soon.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could reach out to some of these tour organizers who are doing these.
I know already one.
Oh, good. See,
my friend, okay.
That's amazing. I'm so glad.
And Agus Magic says, yep, I put it on replay, laughing my ass off. Yes, Dolores, yes. Oh my God. See, you guys, it's happening again. Every time I put my glasses on, they're fogging up.
I want to say something, but very short. I wanted to say before, but now, my heart to your hearts, myself to yourselves. Love you all.
I love you. Masato
We love you. We love you.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. We are so lucky. Okay.
Okay,
I
you
guess
guys, let's do some light languages and go.
to wrap it up, I think everybody has shared. Okay, I wasn't sure if Nikki's raising her hand, but she is sending energy. Sorry.
Okay.
Thanks, Nikki.
And Sean, if there's, I don't know if you're still there, if you're awake, if you wanted to say anything on your own first, or I just want to give you the opportunity. I know you're.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, I do. Yasunya Niano Yatia Niasha, Juya Yatuno Yakiata, Suniatiawa, Shia Susu, Sunumyati, Kunoniata, Wamana Eteaki, Shiki, Tutu Noniata, Tanana Ala Iakosu, Suniania, Tia Shiasi, Sia Nonatanaku, Wamoyatania, Yaya Siashi, Shia Susunonia, Wamoa, Yaya Koliashi, Shikiti Diano. So noniatna yatana na hiashiaso. So tono no wahiteaka kayashana wamoyana na ata atea shiasoso. So noya wamoya kayatasi shiaso. Sotoria wamoya tananaka wae teashiaso. So noya tokoto wamoya nana alakai yania fiashiaso soya shiasi siaso tiata nana wama etea kayate yashiaso. Soto tono wamana na ete siaso yashi sono ya wamoe kanana yasi moya alaka ete ashiaso soniasa wamo moya ehia shiasiaso sotono no wa manana ete akaya shiaso nanya tanana wamana heata yaka ete shiaso sonia wana nani waye ya wamoya takata wamaya shiasia Sia to no moya, tikata no, wamoya, tayaria, shiasi, sukuta, wamoya nanatana yasha, shukototo, wamoya tanae, tiasia siashi, shiashiashu, wamoya tanae, teakea, tayashasa, sasiasono, niatananaya, wamoya kaka, tukoto ya, shiasia, sumiao, wamananaete, tulia, shiaso, sonononia, nia, boakate, ahwa, moaka ete, siaso, sosona, wananata, anaka ete, ashi, shishananaye, tiasi ashi, sosa, omiatana, tiaka, alachama, yasu, way, tia, moya, tananaka, yanane.
Thank you, Sean. There's so many things that so many interpretations and visions and translations that I was getting. I couldn't even keep up with it. I couldn't even try to. Thank you, Sean. I just, of course, heard especially pronounced was, I love how we're opening our hearts. I love you all so much. I love what this is doing for the collective consciousness. I love how we're all standing up into our power. It was like I was just hearing one thing after another after the other.
Well, thank you all so much for being here, and thank you all for listening.
Thank you, Sean. I love you so much. And all of you. All right. Well, shall we sing some light language songs and stuff and talk, and then we're just gonna fade out.
That sounds
So,
very good.
thank
I
you
would
all.
actually. Oh no, I'm sorry. Go for it, Wendy, and then.
No, go ahead, Bree. I was just going to say to thank everybody for being here. And if you want to check out my languagesoflights.com, check out my services, my symbols, stuff like that, contact me. Let us know by the comments in here or on my page how you like this stuff. What do you want to see? Do you have any questions that you'd like us to answer live? Any of that. So that was all. That was about it. I offer lots and lots of different kinds of services, all different types and levels of things. And so feel free to explore. And I think that's about it. Was anything else, Bree, technically or announcements?
If you guys would like to support the work that we're doing, because it is a labor of love, Wendy has a donations button on her contact page of her website at languagesoflights.com. You can certainly throw some good energy or some funds our way if you are able to, or if you'd like to. Yeah, so check out the website. Stay tuned on the blog.
Oh, and I've got a
all
PO
sorts of
box.
stuff.
You guys, I've got a PO box if you want to drop me a letter. You know, if you want to write me a letter or something, or send me some snail mail, I've got a PO box listed right on my website. If you guys want to send me some mail, I love it. I love being able to, you know, touch things and feel your energy. So it's really amazing. So I just wanted to throw that out there too. So
Yeah, and that PO box is listed on the contact page of Wendy's website. So then I would actually like to ask Dolores to do the honors of
Okay.
starting with a tone or some humming or chanting, whatever you feel guided. I find that when every time Dolores is speaking, I just immediately go into some other worldly place. So that might be a good place to start if you would be okay with that, girl. And then we'll just kind of harmonize, and I will end it when I feel the time is right. So it'll be just a
great idea, Bree. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Wonderful idea. Thanks to
All
all
right.
of you. Mwah.
Thank you,
Siapa.
everybody. Okay, Dolores.
Thank you very much, Bree. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you. I'm so grateful to you and to all of you. Thank you very much. Okay.
Shunyalo akunaya tu. Shayamakia Tulasina Sivashe Timasete Imasana Se Misanotu Munyano Aku Naya Kunaya Misama Seatu Akayanaka Shomakia Salasete Ivasha Yavakalayata Minamiato Balako Vishana Sipatia Nakila Sote Kia Piasana Seakala Munayanakia Mosane Avakote Vashana Seva Sanase Soma Savishanakia Sima Soma Shiniaka Teva Kuya Manafese Sefu Sonasete Kila Kaya Lava Shone Kiava Sanasete
Rashati Om Shantu
Sanatea Kavashnose Yakia
Om Shiantu
Naya Tu Naya Ku Naya Ku
Rakashito
Navashinia Sasekela Kasanasete Samashinatea Kiato Kaya Sanasete Beshanatea Nishana kia vasana seva, inama kia, lasa sete kia shose.
Om.
Mahalo. Namaste.